this went so awry. I actually don't know what the issue is there. I need to look at and work into more. But for now, we're gonna be doing some artwork instead. As well as, I guess, talking about things. I think that's gonna have to wait until I have my equipment in a better position. Much as I want to. So instead, we'll be doing some, and this is actually for a wonderful person named ClubYuzu VT. We're going to be working on, they have asked me to do their eye catch. That's what we're going to be trying to do tonight. Instead of worrying about a Nuzlocke, we are just going to end up chilling. I really want to do the Nuzlocke thing. I'm disappointed I'm not doing the Nuzlocke thing. But I'm gonna need to figure out my hardware issues with the Nuzlocke. My system's actually been having some serious hardware issues. Late as it is, and I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why that's the case. These are some references supplied by ClubYuzu that we'll be using to help inform how to be drawing stuff. I hope I will get it the way that he's looking for. The way he wants it, I hope. He's a wonderfully kind of anime thing. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Stream Elements, for updating things properly. I guess I'll probably be talking a little bit. I'm still fairly sick. If you'll want to come chat, I will absolutely chat with you. Otherwise, I might be a little quiet. Heavy and light today. It's neat. What happens if I move these down? Nothing, okay. He's asked me to do it because, well, he actually constructed this. He does not fancy himself much of an artist. Because I kind of do art. I don't understand. I don't understand. Hello, ClubYuzu. We were going to be doing a Nuzlocke tonight, but everything kind of went wrong, technically speaking. Like, everything went wrong on a technical level. And so, we just started again. Um, so now we're going to be working on your eye catch, I think it's called. See how people decide to come and tune in after a little bit. But yeah, everything was scuffed. And I'm too tired and too sick to try and figure out why that was the case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can turn the music down some, but I don't think I'm getting louder than this tonight. Do I need to turn down the music? Because I can turn down the music. Let me turn down the music just a little bit. Just a scooch. Okay. Right, here we go. All my dirty art secrets revealed. Interesting the way they do it. The other side of the glass is always behind the front one. That's interesting. Okay. It's gonna be kind of like here and that's a thin piece of glass, isn't it? I actually usually start with a light colored sketch so I can do the darker lines on top of it. Usually when I'm drawing people, I do this as like a funny sketch, but Sketch doesn't like those, so. Very tired. Very sleepy. Let's take a look at how they're doing here. I see. Okay. So here. Yeah, so definitely I don't want to, but I think the Nuzlocke is going to have to be shell. Um, at least for the time being. Which means I'm actually gonna need to. There's a pole going up on the hive. There's a pole going up on the hive. That means where I'm gonna have to. We have to choose 2 games from it. And hope one of them. And hope they both work out better for these purposes. ClubYuzu, this not be like perfect, so we're gonna use this circle as a guideline. They've got this very retro anime aesthetic, and nothing was like perfect back in those days, right? Before digital drawing tools and similar things. So nothing of ours is going to be perfect on here either. Cyan Pumpkin, hello. How are you doing? It's good to see you again. This is not the stream I thought I was going to have tonight, but here we are. It's good to see you around again. We are doing some art for ClubYuzu VT. He has asked for me to do a splash image. In the Pokemon Tower. How did that go? I wanted to do a Nuzlocke today, but I really have to do some stuff about my system. My attempts to capture that are not going well, and so I need to get the rest of my hardware set up properly before I try that again. So the Nuzlocke is actually going to be scrapped. It's being taken off of the roster for the time being. Not my preference, but I have to. How is the Pokemon Tower treating you, though? How's the Pokemon Tower treating you? Very nice. Oh, very nice. Always my spirit of grunty boy. I am super psyched for Scarlet and Violet. I don't have a Switch, so I won't be able to play them, I don't think. But I've seen they have introduced my favorite Pokemon so far, my second favorite Pokemon of all time so far, maybe third, in Lechonk. Love Lechonk! It's a perfectly spherical pig, and I love it. I love it to death. Okay. Hang on. Have you seen Scarlet and Violet, Yuzu? Are you keen on it? Oh, the one who's like in like a fur bikini or something. Yeah, the internet has been going ballistic. I don't know what her name is. You can look her up. Professor Sada. Okay. Mhm. Professor Sada thick. Very thick. Let's see. Uh, she's like in some kind of like weird. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not a lot of outfit to her outfit. Oh, she has big Dom energy. She got real big Dom energy. Uh, and thusly was born the next generation of Pokemon Sim. Yeah, I'm okay with it too. Um, I don't know that we will be doing any art of her, but it's something. I do like her design. I don't usually do a bunch of traditional fan art. Uh, well, that's the way it should be, right? After all, you're only human. I be uh, I have noticed something. Pokemon simps, people who want to simp for Pokemon, are divided into two distinct categories. And there's some overlap, but there's two distinct categories. There's people who simp for the trainers slash professors, and people who simp for the Pokemon. Uh, and I'm definitely I think most people seem to be type ones who I know, and I'm definitely a type two. Definitely a type two. Ugh. Oh my head. The former are your people. That just makes sense, doesn't it? I'm gonna need a little bit of different coloration for some of these. Lines and narrow. Um, the people of East Sump Acres are your people. The people of Sump Acres are your people. East Sump Acres, that is, not those bastards out in the West. I guess, like, many of them are very hot. Don't get me wrong, many of them are very hot. But, like, I need something extra on my baseline humans. I need something extra on my baseline human. Simping for Pokemon, be like, oh my god, look at that Snorlax. It's just so brown and out there. Gross. I mean, look at that butt. It's just so bad. I okay, I don't drink because I can't drink because alcohol's a poison and it gives me the pukies. But I feel like I'm drunk right now. Like I feel like I'm super drunk right now. Um like I feel like I barely have control over my own mind. Yuzu, Yuzu, since you're there, can I add tits to this somehow? I feel like I need to add tits to this somehow. I love Snorlax. Snorlax sounds like the brand name of a laxative that works while you sleep. Um, you can relate to Snorlax. I can relate to Snorlax too. It doesn't. It don't have to be like explicit, explicit tit. Like I could just add them to the label or something. Just be like, oh, anime tit, just coming out of the bottle. A laxative sedative combo. Snorlax. Easy dose. Easy dose max. Puts you out and empties you out. Oh no. I can't. I don't think I can. I'm so sorry. I don't. I don't think I can. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Um, oh my goodness. Okay. You mean the booba? Uh, the booba. The booba stay. The booba stay. Maybe I won't line them, but the booba stay. Okay. So. Um, Welsh Rarebit. Welcome, welcome, Bucket. What, what, what the fuck is a Welsh Rarebit? It's not a TOS concern. Booba are allowed as long as they are properly covered. As long as you cannot see any of the underboob and no nipple, you're fine. It's not a TOS concern. Yeah, so that actually follows that thing, which makes sense. Okay. Hello. Okay. We were going to do a Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke, but that didn't end up working out so well. For reasons that I don't fully understand, and that I'm too tired to try and discern right now. Because your Vader is very sick. um Thank you. I'm gonna have to stop you there, Bucket, because I am now no longer hungry and not sure I ever will be again. Sounds so gooey and eggy and ugh. Oh, why? That just doesn't sound appealing in any capacity. Okay. Um. Yeah, I've never tried it. I don't think I actually want to try it. I don't think I actually want to try it. Um, I cannot try it because I can't. I mean, I can eat cheese, but my body can't process it. Like, I mean, okay, I can I can eat certain kinds of cheese, but not from your planet. Not from your planet. Besides, like humans, humans make cheese out of like the weirdest stuff. Like cheese comes from your cows and your goats and your yaks. Like, why are you making cheese out of milk that you can't digest? Why aren't you making cheese out of milk that you can digest? Like that's what you should be doing, right? That makes sense. Ah, pumpkin. Pumpkin with the freedom for the bottom half. Liber- Liberate your legs, pumpkin. There's a good little thing. There's a good little there's a good little experience there. I can't eat onion either. I can't digest onions. And uh spices is very generic. I can't metabolize or digest all of your spices. Cumin I can do. I can do cumin. I can't use paprika. I can't process paprika. Wait, I'm not a member of your species. You guys eat things that are just outright toxic. If I eat them, I get the pukes or the pains. I'm whimpering on the floor for hours. So please don't send me any. Please don't offer to feed me any because I have no self control and I will absolutely eat them. Being an oxygen breather doesn't make you special. Most things that we know about in the galaxy are oxygen breathers. Like oxygen's useful that way. It's a poison that breaks down everything that your body can use to pull apart molecules. That's not that uncommon. Like admittedly, I don't have the same ATP cycle as you do, but still, right? I don't know how you metabolize it. It's a lot less. I mean, it's less fatty, that's for sure. It's still pretty gooey. Um, uh, I when I was younger, I used to consider applying for a position on a cheese production facility, but um, it doesn't pay that well, frankly. Look, all cheese is space cheese, okay? Your planet is in space, therefore your cheese is in space, therefore it is space cheese. Oh no, that means I'm sharing the universe with queso quesadilla. Not queso quesadilla, with Velveeta. Velveeta is terrified. Terrified? Terrifying. Yes, I scare the pants off Velveeta. You were the president of the cheese club? What did you do? Like go around ranking the cheeses? Like what is a cheese club? You meet together once a week with all the cheeses you can find and gorge yourself into immobility? Or do you just use it to fill your orifices? From from what I know, my I can only assume stealth horror. Slice of life with subtle supernatural elements. That's also good too. Um, I see now my mistake was in mentioning space cheese. I will have to rectify this. You were dorks. Uh, I think if you were dorks, I would have more personal interest in you. What are the brands from my planet? What are the brands from my planet? Tell you what, if you submit that to the AMA, I will answer that because I'm gonna do an AMA. Okay, like I'm I'm getting close to actually making affiliate. When I make affiliate, I'm gonna do a big old AMA, and I will answer that question. Like I don't want to answer it now because I have to sit down and like translate it. The only one I know, like I can think of off the top of my head that's like worth talking about is is I think it would translate to something like happiness cling? Happiness cling, maybe. Unicolo. Unicolo. There we go. Of course there's not a space McDonald's. There isn't a space Scotland, is there? Like, I mean, are you trying to ask me like what are you asking me? Are you asking me do we have fast food restaurants, or are you asking me if we have a literal McDonald's? Because it's not like you can't. Okay, I haven't been to to I haven't been to the home world in ages. Okay, I'm from there originally, but I haven't been there in yonks and yonks and yonks. Okay, but like they have fast food. Like why wouldn't you have convenience edibles? Um, Uniqlo? Uniqlo. Why did they spell it Uniqlo? Dr. Evil does not get any footholds off your planet. I'm sorry. Sure, I'll accept because Japan. That sounds like a reasonable answer. Is GameStop even extant? Can someone confirm or deny that for me? Like, I don't even know if GameStop exists. Okay, so they do like the stripes and striations. Okay, so um, more like that. Uh, Mad Stonks. Oh yeah, I remember. Oh, that was that. What? GameStop's gone to the moon? What this shit? There's a GameStop or a Starbucks on Lua? That just doesn't seem right. Okay. I feel like you guys are lying to me. I feel like you guys are lying to me, but I can't say why. I can't say why. What do you mean I don't know it yet? Star- no, Starbucks does not have a branch on on the on the hab module, okay? They absolutely do not. They have one in the hub. They have one in Area 7's hub. What are you talking about? Mind you, it's not in space. It's still in your planet's orbit. It's not going anywhere. And it's not like it'll travel away from here. It's not going to be carried to the stars. It's... Bucket, I promise you, I will make sure that procurement knows that you exist, and I will see to it as best I can that you will never be allowed up here. Yuzu VT, what the fuck are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about now. Like, what are you talking about, Yuzu? I don't understand. Huh? What? I mean, I guess that logic follows. I mean, that's kind of like a weird train of thought, but sure, I guess. Can I be allowed up there? I mean, I don't know. I'll talk to some people, but I'll do what I can. I mean, like, comms is extant, so anyone who wants to can come on comms, but like, that's all I can promise right now. I'll see what I can do beyond that. It was my train of thought. So sorry. The medication I'm on. The medication I'm on
is.
No. Shut the fuck up. You're
You
right.
offered. You said.
Okay. Okay. That noise has stopped. The volume goes way down. The volume goes way down. And now they're allowed to speak again.
Hello.
That, oh my goodness, that is a gremlin voice. Say something?
Something?
Yeah, okay, you're coming through. Pumpkin, you do have front row seats. Hey, Mothy, apparently I had an argument with myself where I argued for one side and forgot about it, and now I'm arguing for the other side.
Hey, you're the one that set the rules. If Starbucks is in space.
I believe you. I'm just concerned. I don't know how to stop the thing from talking for me. I'm gonna have to work on that for some reason. That's a problem. It's a fun problem though. This is so scuffed. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna be doing a Nuzlocke. Yeah, feel free. Hop in, say hello, talk, we can chat.
And I promise I won't spaz about space anymore while I'm in voice chat.
It's fine. It's just look.
This is kind of what you expect of me though, so
Bucket, I expected nothing of you. That way I can't be disappointed.
Oh.
because I don't know. I never know what I should be expecting of you and what I shouldn't. So I've learned not to expect anything of you, so that I cannot be disappointed.
Well, you can at least expect that I'm going to try and be nice. How about that?
I mean,
I'm here looking for big rocks.
what? You're here, what?
I'm here looking for the biggest rocks on Earth. In space.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's where the biggest rocks on Earth exist, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
Isn't Earth kind of just a giant rock with a molten core?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
no,
rock with a molten core.
no, you're at no, it's not. Earth is millions of tons of rock and dirt and bacteria
Okay, it's a boulder.
and very squishy, goopy life. No, it's fuckloads of boulders that congealed together in a horrible silicate organic
and
paste.
What do you get when you combine a bunch of boulders into one object? It becomes another boulder.
Screw, do you think that she's ever going to realize that the more she doubles down, the more we're going to push back?
What?
No, I don't think it
I don't
matters.
understand.
I think she knows. I think she knows that we're messing with her, but it doesn't matter.
I think I don't want to ever be on this medicine again. Because I don't know. I do not know what my train of thought was like 30 seconds ago. Oh my god! I'm trying to get to Bucket.
Dag.
I mean, you aren't wrong.
Also, hey,
is there lines on the ice? Yeah, it's just very teeny ones.
I don't mean to be a pedant, but there's no like that little bump you put at the bottom of the goblet.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of glass. That shouldn't be there.
Well, I mean that's fine, but how the fuck was I supposed to know that? You included references as to big glasses, but you didn't include a picture of the actual kind of glass.
I included a picture. There's a picture of the actual glass.
What are you? No.
I'd ask
where?
you not to show it. I'd ask you not to show it on stream because it's my actual kitchen.
I don't see it. It's nowhere in here.
It's in there. I can't see. I can't see it because
I see it. I actually can see it. Never mind.
Yeah.
I won't show it.
Yeah.
I will pull out the image
Wait,
of
what were you going to do?
Huh?
What were you going to do?
Oh, not Doctor Who. What do you mean? What was I going to do?
Val. Not Doctor Who. You okay there, bud?
I don't know what it's doing to me.
It might just be the effects of me.
No, even you're not this inducive. Bucket, screw. Entity!
That's his name. Entity.
It shall be so. It shall be so. I can't think of your name anymore. Hang on, I can't find you in the chat. I don't know what your name is anymore.
What was it, Screw Bucket?
Screw Bucket, thank you.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello. I will.
What kind of medicine are you on?
I'm on very powerful drugs for a sickness in a gland in my head.
Jesus.
Isn't that just called a brain?
Brains aren't glands.
You don't know
I mean,
that.
they are when you only have one lobe.
That's not even close to how that works. That's not how anything works.
It's a space lobe, okay?
What?
It's a space.
Wait,
lobe.
everything just
That's
hat.
what.
It's a space hat. So I'm wearing space clothes right now. So I'm.
Yeah, exactly. According to Vel earlier, all cheese is space cheese because everything's in space.
I didn't say that. I swear I didn't say that. And I know. The moment I see the VODs, I'm gonna be proven 100% wrong.
I really need to be backed up on this. Like,
No.
Believe you. I just swear I didn't say
This
that.
time. No, it's not just this time. You have previously stated when I kept on saying space food, you said, "Well, Earth is in space, and that means all food is space food."
Yeah.
I have no memory of this.
It happened.
I mean, I believe you. I
Space
believe you.
toys. Heck yeah.
Space toys.
Oh my god, that means that means that my cats Kepler and Vega are space cats.
They are space cats, yes.
Clearly, I was an idiot. Either I was an idiot then, or I am now. I don't know what's true.
It can be both.
I'm so
I'll see
mad.
myself out.
I'm
I'll
so
see
mad
myself-
that you're. I'm so mad that you're correct about that statement.
I'll see
I'm
myself
so
out.
mad. Okay. Okay.
I would be
okay.
mad too. I would be mad as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also super on fire.
Listen.
What? What?
All of this is just revenge for the tits on my gin. So you know what?
What
by
tits
the
on
way,
your- Why are there tits on your gin?
You put them there.
I mean, I know I must have, but why?
I told you not to.
I believe you.
And I was like, I'm worried about the TOS, and you were like, nah, it'll be fine.
Don't worry, they won't be there in the lines. I'm too lazy to remove the sketch right now, but I won't line them.
So,
Oh, good.
A member of my community is starting to make, I think, a VTube avatar of me that's like 3D and like fully rigged.
Oh wow.
That could even potentially be. Based on what they've sent me, it looks like it could be used in like VR chat.
Yeah.
We get all 3D avatars can be used in VR chat. That's how they work.
Well, regardless, I sent it to Yuzu, but one of the things they used to demo it was by sending it to me, and it was dabbing.
Wait, you sent it
Seems
to
on
me?
brand.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure.
Very nice, Mothy. If you want, Mothy, you're welcome to come and speak with. What's the word for me? But like, there's more people here who aren't also me. It's not we, is it? You're welcome to come and speak with we. I think it's we.
Yes, we.
Yes.
Not the French we, but we.
Did you know I'm very smart?
We would like to play.
Oh, that works as well.
Oh, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. I mean, I could have said vosotros, because that makes sense to me for some reason.
Vosotros is not right.
No, it's not, but that made sense to me. Wouldn't it be nosotros?
Yes.
Hang on. Why is the person who speaks Japanese correcting me on Spanish?
Because I also used to speak Spanish, but now cannot. Because
I just posted
Yeah,
the
but-
dabbing bucket into
¿Cómo que no
Image
sabes
Exchange.
cómo hablar en español?
No. Hang on. What do you... Pumpkin, I gotta turn you up.
Yellow.
Whoa.
Oh,
Hi. I turned you up too far, I think. I heard you talking, I just...
I think you did.
Did you hear what you were saying?
that's funny.
Speaking, testing.
Okay. Let me just turn you off. Down. Down. Shut up. I'm trying. On a bit. You're eating
I'd
dinner
like you
right
to
now.
continue to try.
You just want to see me fail.
Testing.
Okay, I think you're okay now.
Testing.
Yeah, Yuzu, look in the Image Exchange.
I
That's
see
what
it. I
Yep.
see it. That's pretty good. So wait,
Wait,
the
hold
other
on, I
one,
want to see it.
the like, it's in Safe for Work Image Exchange.
Yes,
on the-
I know.
Yeah.
I heard him.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna see it for myself. I want to see the amazement that everyone's seeing. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, it's better now, Monty. Okay, excellent.
Are you still gonna do
Uh,
the live 2D one that you were asking me if I could rig up, or are you good?
Yeah, I'm,
Oh, okay.
Just as soon as my sister is willing to do
Okay,
it.
hang
Alright.
on. For those of you who are trying to wonder about what they're talking about, this is one of the Hive channels. If you want to join my Discord, you can see whatever monstrosity they're talking about.
It's
Just Just imagine a cartoonish me wearing a bucket over my head and dabbing.
It's there you go. There it is. You can do exclamation mark Discord in the
Chat.
thing that receives your text inputs.
In chat.
Yeah, chat. In chat.
Trot.
The man with a massive chot.
Well, no, chat isn't what receives our message inputs. That's a chat box.
Be gone, chot.
I'm so
I'm-
lost. What's that?
You're not the only
clearly-
one.
I'm clearly
Ryan.
basic, Monty, but I'm okay with some variety. I think.
And for whatever reason, they regularly hang out with me. I don't know why. They just do.
No worry, Brandon. Welcome to the Motley. I'm deeply sick, so don't listen to anything I have to say tonight. Some of it may be real, some of it may be true, but don't you? I think I've learned you people shouldn't be paying attention to what I'm saying tonight.
Everything that you have in your room, just add space to the front of it, like space bed.
Wait, but
Yeah.
she's in space. Does that mean that she's in space?
Yep, I
Alright,
think.
So a spaceship is how
the night Pell
space
gets
spaceship?
banned.
Okay.
I've never been in space. We've never had that kind of relationship. I mean, I can't stop you. I can't stop myself. So, like, I definitely can't stop you. I can't
Oh.
stop myself tonight.
Oh, good lord.
Yes, how can I help you? I prefer the term lady if we're gonna go with noble titles, but
I'm not. Oh. Okay.
you, Zoo.
Yuzu. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fair. Hi.
What is the label on this supposed to look like?
I mean, I don't really want to like.
Jack Daniels.
It's
No,
gin.
like is it just like a blank thing with like a gradient? Like what the fuck is it supposed to be like?
I
Hey,
was
Alex,
figured-
you want to put your name on it? Just put the name. You remember how
Blue
like
ribbon.
my little?
Oh yeah, dude, like Velix Inc.
Yeah, there.
I need to start posting Vel art. I need to do that because I have some now.
I mean,
Bud
I-
Light.
you know, honestly, I hadn't really planned on it having. I was gonna leave that up to your discretion.
because I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah,
because
but I mean,
it hurts me.
but if you want to like have a peep at what that's based off of, that's a bottle of Bombay Sapphire.
Bombay Sapphire.
Yeah.
Oh, so this can they sponsor the Sapphire Hive? I'd like for them to.
I'll see what I can do because I do in fact know Mr. Sapphire. And
Wonderful.
I'm sure
Do you
You,
seriously know the owner of
Monty-
the company?
No.
Monty said you. Why you, Monty? I thought Bombay was Sapphire was a good brand of poison
it's
water.
decent. It's decent, but it has its detractors.
Bombay. Apparently, our local Eldritch Moth, who prefers to be called a Thipsid?
Uh-huh.
No.
So,
wait,
Moth,
that's not right.
what's your gin of choice then?
Man, everyone.
Cryptid.
Everyone are these like really cool like space things or cryptid things. I'm just a guy with a bucket.
I'm just an anime boy. What are you talking about?
Well, that's still like you're an anime boy. That means that you get up to all sorts of anime hijinks.
Space gun range.
And Pumpkin has floating eyes. How am I supposed to compete with floating eyes?
I mean, to be fair, they are hotter than you.
Yeah, those eyes are jacked.
Those are literally You know how you
contain the
always
element of mystery.
no those eyes. Those are the exact eyes that you see for like a random Roblox face. I don't know which one it was.
That's excellent.
So what you're saying is you're a Chad mystery Roblox.
Roblox.
I didn't know that Roblox was a. Is it a singular thing? Are they Roblox? Is it one Roblox?
I could turn this shape into a dick.
I would.
Do it.
Please don't.
Do it.
I'm sorry, this is what my mind does. Okay, I'm sorry, this is what my mind does. Mothy says they prefer Hendrix, preferably midsummer.
Ooh.
So you like to go drinking with the fairies? Is that
We're
it?
not gonna be gin friends.
You know, if we keep talking about
Why?
alcohol, I'm gonna go
What's-
and it's too late. I was gonna say if we keep talking about alcohol, I'm gonna go and pick up absinthe just so I can piss off Yuzu.
I hate that you can just buy absinthe and I have to freaking import it to get it.
And it's right across the street.
I know where you live. I'm coming up there.
I know, it's great. I'm looking forward
I
to
know,
kicking
it's
me
good.
between the legs.
I desperately want someday just something to absolutely ruin Bucket's day. Like, they're always so excited and so happy for everything. Like, I want to know what it is that will absolutely crush their soul.
Disappointing you.
Then why aren't you crying already?
Oh. Oh.
Oh my god, I think that was the meanest thing I've ever said to you, and I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so sorry.
You just...
I'm so sorry. I did not think about that. I swear I didn't. I'm so sorry.
You know what's hilarious is that because I'm generally so chipper and upbeat, if I ever actually end up being legitimately upset, people just imagine the most like puppy dog eyed sad, like they imagine the sad faced Doug from Up. That's just what people imagine.
I hate sad face Doug from Up. It's one of those things where it's like I either need to fix it or kill it so I never have to see it again.
That's
And that's I imagine like after you said why are you disappointing right now? Like I imagine that like for a split second that image flashed by your brain. I don't know. It's like a psychic power I have.
Yeah, kind of. I swear
I
by your
love
powers
this.
combined,
This
you're gonna
is
give me some kind of
perfect.
brain tumor.
I know it's so good.
I'm spicy tonight.
You
I don't-
are you're pretty spicy.
Oh no, I have told a much spicier joke before.
This this medicine is absolutely fucking with my filters.
Val, I don't just completely copy that logo, please. I don't have any right to use it whatsoever.
I wasn't completely copying it. It's
What I
reminiscent
said,
of it.
like the thing.
Okay, I want to tell a quick story. So there, and for the record,
we'll be
looking
able to
back,
talk
you
again in
think
half
it's
an
hilarious,
hour.
Too. It won't take half an hour, I promise.
Okay, begin. I have the timer
for it.
ready.
So for the record, looking back, he thinks it's hilarious too. So there was this guy I knew back in the day, and he thought it was hilarious to keep jabbing at me saying, yo, so when are you coming out of the closet? When are you coming out of the closet? Oh yeah, you're totally when you come out of the closet. And I kind of rolled with it, and it was really starting to get on my nerves. And then one day, sometime,
He comes out the closet?
No.
Okay.
Yes, but no. He ended up becoming homeless, and when he made that jab again, I blurted out, "Well, at least I have a closet to come out to."
Don't you mean of?
Yes, I meant of.
I was also wondering, but
Yeah, at least I have a closet to come out of.
I like to believe that you actually told him at least I have a closet to come out to. That seems on brand.
My closet is very understanding.
I hate my closet.
What?
I hate and love my closet. I hate it.
Oh, I
Because
thought
I
you.
used-
I thought you ate it like H-E-T. Or wait, hold on. What?
No,
are
like,
you all right?
hate, like anger, but even more so. And the reason why is I
I
don't.
meant to say ATE, like 8. Oh god.
I mean, I could,
Look,
but that
I
would
had
take me
way
a
too much of a
while.
laugh during this whole thing, alright?
What?
It seems like everyone seems turnt tonight.
What's turned?
I'm
Is that the same
always
thing?
like this.
Is that the
Shut
same thing
up.
as pixelated?
I don't pixel. Is that really drunk?
Yes.
Pixelated.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Pixelated is my favorite term for it.
It doesn't.
I mean, I'm always like this. The only difference between me and drunk me is I lose my filter when I'm drunk.
So there's no difference.
So, yeah,
Oh, no,
I was gonna
have a
say.
filter. I have a filter.
Can we send you
What?
back to the shop? Because I don't believe you, and clearly someone needs to take a look at that.
No, I have a filter. It's just when I get drunk, I lose any filter I had beforehand.
Like all semblance of filter.
What
Like-
filter do you have now?
It's like a coffee filter.
Go on.
You know, those are less handy personal aids than you might think.
Yeah, like that. No, like that.
Go
that is-
on.
Yeah, no, that's the extent of it. Like my filter is basically a coffee filter. When I'm drunk, there's just no filter.
I'm never going to get an adequate explanation for that. I feel
Which one?
any of it, to be perfectly
Okay,
honest
yeah,
with
I
you.
mean, like-
just thought, okay, what is a filter that like works but isn't super impressive?
This is a riddle?
What is a filter that works but isn't super impressive? Like,
What is happening?
This sounds like a riddle.
what is a filter that works but isn't super impressive?
Um,
I don't know. Fox News?
what? I don't even begin to
What?
understand.
It technically filters information and redistributes it, right?
I don't think
Well,
it
yeah, but
filters
it's not
anything.
news.
It's just Fox.
What
What's
about
happening?
CNN or MSNBC?
What is
Oh, I know.
happening?
I know a filter that isn't impressive. A vast antivirus. There's an impressive filter for you.
A vast antivirus.
What's the
I
difference
hope
between a
you-
raven and a writing desk?
This is painful to hear.
It's so weird.
A writing desk. A raven is covered in inky in inky quills. A writing desk is covered in quilly inks.
Yeah, that is. I think that's the answer, right? Right?
Yeah. What's the difference between a raven and a writing desk? One inspired Edgar Allan Poe. One depressed him.
Okay,
I don't-
I know how to explain this now. I know how to explain this now beyond just saying filter. So,
We've moved on.
oh, okay.
Damn!
I'm sorry. I'm just like,
Damn!
my natural reactions are the worst.
Hey, yo, somebody clip that.
I mean, I don't have to share.
Hey yo!
Hello, baby. I'm so sorry you joined this. I'm so sorry you joined.
You
No
came
one
in at a
needs-
weird.
no
You
one
came in a
needs to
weird
see me
time,
right
Robbie.
now.
I love that.
Welcome. I'm so sorry, everyone. This is not. No one
Easy
needs
mode
to see
start is
this.
rating with a party of one. How do you have a party of one?
Clearly, you've never been intimate with someone before. God,
Wait,
stop it.
a party of one would be not that. Wait, Val, I need you.
Stop myself.
I need you to understand that the thing you said is not
Oh,
what you meant.
fuck. Thank
'Cause,
fuck.
like,
I'm glad.
No, I mean it was still the intention was bad. I just need you to be aware that a party of one is the opposite of being intimate with another person.
No, if you raid someone else with a party of one,
Oh, I
works.
see. No, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I get it now. You're right. Clearly, I'm the asshole.
For 13 years. Wait, is it
you said
no.
clearly I'm the asshole. Like, no, clearly I'm the one being an asshole tonight because I'm running a high fever and I'm on a bunch of beds and my brain is not working.
And your default mode.
You
Turns
moved
out,
on. I love
asshole.
Well, I'm going to take advantage of
don't-
your
Hey, I
sheet
mean-
synthesis and just steer us right back around to my explanation.
Okay,
Nothing
go ahead.
wrong.
So, I had to go through years of therapy to maintain
No, let me
conversations
turn you
that
up a
don't
little
go
bit.
in completely random directions and make no sense.
Hmm.
And
So what
I,
you're saying is you're looking for a refund.
well, no, I can
Just
do
it won't. She won't stop.
Oh,
I'm
She
sorry.
won't. She won't stop.
I mean, like no, like this is after the therapy.
Toxic streamer.
I know. I'm so. I will try and. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Everyone.
For what it's worth, I'm grinning from
Toxic
ear to
streamer.
ear. I
My brain is, but I don't have control. I'm so sorry.
so like
This
I,
is your
I
brain.
can stay on I can stay on task. Like if we're having a conversation about something, I can generally either stay like, all right, Yuzu, we did like a little like podcasting for a little bit,
We did do
And-
that, yeah.
and you saw when we were doing that, I could maintain the conversation and steer it properly.
Largely.
Now, imagine those.
You sound pained
podcasts-
to have to admit that.
No,
I
that's
There's
still- I
definitely
would
some
steer them
pain.
Better than him sometimes.
no. It has nothing to do with that. It's like it's pain about the podcast, not about.
Oh, okay. That could make sense too.
It's not about. It's not about Screw Bucket. It's just about like
I'm,
mostly editing. I hate. Anyway, please. That's
Oh,
No,
ignore it.
editing's the worst from what I've been told.
I hate it so much.
this is why I just
So-
have a VOD channel so that I don't have to edit anything.
Now, what happens when I'm drunk is that I lose any ability to realize that there is a track we're supposed to be on. So, in the middle of talking about one thing, I'll immediately just interject with something else instead of just pausing for a moment to figure out if it's relevant at all. And then I won't remember to steer the conversation back.
Interesting
Hmm.
choice.
made a whole turn. We never turned around. We never made a U-turn.
What?
I don't know. I'm
Hang on.
sorry.
Brandon says, "Can I be horny on main because this is the third stream in a row that you have talked with people talking about alcohol that's losing its luster and being younger than the legal drinking age." That I think that's the word soup. I'm not misreading that, right? I get what
Wait,
you mean,
how-
but I think that's
How is that horny on main?
like
That's
I mean,
my question.
like you can be horny
What?
on main if you want
Horny on
to.
main is
Like that's
I love your gaster. That is
I wasn't expecting that, but I guess thank you.
Horny
Oh,
on main
no.
is saying that you would put a new hole in Screw Bucket's bucket.
Damn,
That makes me
That's-
so uncomfortable.
that's terrifying.
that thing that you just
That's
said.
terrifying because that's a metal
I-
object.
I don't like that at all.
That suggests some very interesting things about your equipment or potential
I do.
accessories.
I do not like that.
All I gotta say is,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm drooling. Sorry,
I didn't
hang
get
on.
a single welcome when I entered this chat, so you
Oh
know.
my fuck! Did I not give you welcome?
No.
Hello, mode. My brain is not functional tonight.
Sorry, this is just a disaster that's unfolding in front of you.
It has been. I'm so sorry. Well,
You'll
I'll
take
take
this
this
chat
chat
out.
out.
Cannot blame
I
you,
can't
Mo.
blame you. This is not good. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Hey, Ma, you should just grab popcorn and just sit in the front row because this is gonna be something good.
It's okay. This can't go on much longer. I just don't have
One of
the energy
people
for it.
that
My
helps-
nose.
One of the people that helps with my stream is Popcorn, so when you said that, my immediate reaction was going to be, but she's not here.
That's a tasty nickname.
Popcorn Fairy. That's what she goes by.
Can I borrow her?
Sorry.
You what?
Can I borrow her? I like the idea of having a popcorn fairy.
I mean, I don't own her. You would have to
Yes?
ask her yourself.
What, Mothy, what's up? Did I miss something?
Hey, Kepler. That was adorable.
My brain
He
has
just
stopped.
leaned-
Okay. I'm okay. Okay.
My cat just like leaned his head forward in sort of a okay, now you do it.
Okay.
The headbutt. Give him the headbutt.
I did. I butted my head with his
Okay.
head.
Like
Good.
I'm. Again, I feel like I should apologize for basically everything I've said tonight.
I mean, the only person you have to apologize to really is me, and like, I'm fine.
Okay.
I feel like the person you have to apologize to the most is yourself.
Oh no, I'm gonna regret every sec. I'm gonna regret every second of this when I'm like,
Just don't watch this VOD.
yeah,
Just
I'm
maybe
never
sit this
gonna
one out.
Look at this pod again.
Just delete the entire thing.
How was your golf mode? How was your golf?
If I receive a Steam gift from you in the near future, I'm going to immediately ask, did you watch the VOD?
Yeah. Mode, how was your golfing?
Hey, future Velix, if you're watching this, give where are you again? I forgot who you were.
Screw bucket?
Screw bucket.
Screw bucket, right? God damn it! I'm forgetting nothing.
There is something about that. There's something about that name that is slightly difficult to hang on to. I think we lost Mode as well. But you know why it's slightly difficult for me to hang on to, Bucket? Is because I wanna say bucket of screws, not screw bucket.
Oh, screws.
That's the alt universe version of me.
Okay. That's your
Bucket
nega
screw.
form.
Yeah,
Oh, like, are you allowed to be horny on main since you can't talk about alcohol? I see.
I mean-
and you can still talk about it.
Oh.
Like if I'm not drunk, Brandon, this is
Yeah, none of us are drunk. We're
I'm
just
actually on really powerful medication
We're just being
right now, and that's kind of messing with my head a bit.
just a tiny amount. Barely noticeable.
I keep losing my train of thought.
the size of an ant. I think.
What? I'm not that small.
I
No,
apologize
not
for
that. What?
Wait. Mode was talking.
What?
I just saw your picture flash, and that's how I knew you were talking.
Yeah, I said I apologize because I was gone for a little bit there.
Oh, okay. I
Right
thought
after.
I thought I had offended you so badly you just walked up and left.
No.
No.
I was getting sick to my stomach, and I was trying to hold it in, but oh, thank goodness.
No, my brother came to my room and he was a little upset because I didn't help out with groceries, and it was because I was playing golf with friends with Roddy and did not have my phone off silent. So
Right. How was golf with friends?
it was good. It was a good run around. I beat Roddy as
As a tradition.
the king of golfing with friends now.
Brandon, Velix, you are practically drunk. No, I've been drunk before.
When you have a fever, you kind of are in a weird way.
When I was drunk, I set my socks on fire by sticking
Wait, what was that
my
noise?
feet in the
cat.
fireplace. I
Oh, it was
stood up
cat.
on a table and made an impassioned speech about the rights of sapient individuality, and I remember nothing else except that I woke up with my torso folded in half behind the headboard of the bed I'd been sleeping in, between the mattress and the wall, so that my head was upside down and I was choking on my own like saliva and mucus from allergies, and I thought I was gonna die. And I was like there for like 3 hours until someone finally checked up on me and helped me get upright.
So what
So-
you're saying is you'll do it again.
I will never
Well, I
do
was
it
gonna
again.
What I was
It was
gonna say is it sounds like Velix knows how to party.
No, I'm probably terrible at parties. That was 2 glasses of wine.
What?
Wow.
2 glasses?
That was 2 glasses of wine.
Good lord.
Next time, just take a half of a glass. Not
No,
one glass
I
or...
mean,
So either you had
What? Wait.
Brandon said that Yuzu, anytime I've ever spoken to you, you've been drunk. I don't know what you were like not drunk.
That's very inaccurate. I think it's been 50-50. That's
Was
not
it
accurate.
spiked? I mean, if it was, then everyone else who drank it should also have suffered from it. But it, like, they didn't seem to have the time I had.
Yeah, like,
I'm sorry.
what?
I just almost puked because I was deeply nervous. I was so afraid I had offended Mode earlier.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm.
No,
It's-
I want to hug you.
not what
It's okay.
I promise you, you would not have upset me.
Okay.
I was making a joke more than anything when I was like I didn't get a welcome.
Oh no, it's not that. It's from having it's from literally having been so, I don't know, aggressive or something earlier. I don't know. I don't know what.
Yuzu, go to space and hug them.
I'm not really a hugger.
Usually
I
Pat
am.
them on the head.
that doesn't look good, so we're not going to do that. Oh no,
Go
thank you.
to space and
I'm-
pat her on the head.
I'm gonna be okay now. There is no head. There is no head pat redeem yet. There
We need to
there
get
can
one.
be later.
Need to get one.
I do need to get one.
Someday, Velix, I am going to go. I'm
Velix,
going to hijack
Velix. I'm so sorry for being aggressive about this, but Velix. Everyone is starting to call me Velix, and I'm trying to stop it before I become known as Velix.
Velix.
Thank you. Okay, please continue.
Someday I'm going to hijack a resupply vessel and come up there so I can hug you before being
You-
dragged away and hauled to a intergalactic court.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say
You're
like
not a citizen. We can't charge you. We're just gonna kick you back to your
Wow.
own planet.
wow,
Oh,
we're
great!
not
Then there's no real consequences.
I mean,
we're not even citizens. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not a citizen
It's,
of your
practically, it's
planet.
practically 1984.
What?
It's
Ooh.
practically
Wait, so
1984 when you
So
think
what
about
you're
it.
saying is
I
I
guess-
can steal
That's
one
a
of your
good reference.
resupply vessels, fly
That's
to
a
you,
deep
give you
cut.
a hug, and I'll just get kicked back to Earth. This sounds great.
I mean, you
That's-
might be
that's a
charged
good
for the
reference.
use of extra fuel, which would mean you'd never come back into space again.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah, that was a
already
good
said
reference.
that you were going to make
Thank
sure
you.
that I don't come up there. So
Time to hug practically. Aw, hugs for everyone.
Orgs.
Yes.
Yeah, just don't be with don't make it tight, please. That'll be fine.
oh, you
Why
don't
do I
want my
get so
hugs.
mean when I get excited?
And
Someone
Do
help
not give
if-
me a bear hug. Do not.
No,
if I may humbly make a request, is that please do not touch me. But everyone else can have my portion of hug for me, okay?
I will engorge myself on your unwanted hug.
Like not even a handshake. Probably a handshake though.
not you know what? Part of the reason I get along with Japanese people so well, not into physical contact. I'm into it.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need to stop everybody real fast because this is the exact same conversation we had yesterday. It started with Velix being upset about being called Velix. Then you
What?
immediately started talking about how you were not into touching because of Japanese people. Like this conversation happened literally yesterday.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh, I have a new
wait.
one. Hang
Now we're
on.
just missing the part about
Brandon has
the
requested.
people with the husband.
Ugh.
Okay,
Brandon-
so
Brandon's requested a hydration check, which I'm grateful for because the medication I'm on wants me to drink like twice the normal amount of liquid.
Okay, now I really need to stop the conversation because right after he did the Japanese thing, Brandon requested a hydrate from everybody in the chat. So I am currently in the Matrix and I
I'm
need y'all all to
traveling.
stop.
Okay. Eat mode. I've got something for you. We have Yuzu. Explain the characterization of Cloud Strife from the original Final Fantasy VII according to Japanese storytelling, like archetypes,
Oh, fantastic.
please, because we were talking about this the other day and we didn't have you, and now we have you, so now you
What?
must answer.
What
This
have I
is-
been
This
volunteered
is of vital
for?
importance. Final Fantasy 7. I know you've played it.
Uh-huh.
Cloud Fight. What's his last name?
Yes,
Strife.
Cloud Fight.
Cloud Strife.
Cloud Strife. Thank you. Cloud Strife.
Uh-huh.
What?
Yes.
What Japanese character archetype is he? Because we were trying to determine whether or not he constitutes being a whiny bitch.
Yes, because according to most American audiences, Cloud is a whiny bitch.
Yeah, but they
So-
say that Shinji's a whiny bitch, so they don't get to have an
Yeah,
opinion.
like Shinji's not a whiny bitch.
Okay, no. Shinji's not the one. Shinji is not a whiny bitch.
Like
What Shinji
Asuka
is
a whiny bitch.
Asuka is a whiny bitch, but no, Shinji is not a whiny bitch. Shinji is the
Moan, I
only
love
one
you.
with brains in the entirety of that anime, because he goes, all right, hold on. So you're going to make me, a child, get inside of a robot and fight these demon things from space? Who fucking thought this was okay?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. It's not so much that he's the only one who has brains, it's that he's the only one who's sympathetic if you aren't sociopathic towards children. Like, he's a sympathetic character if you don't hate kids.
I'm not sociopathic towards children. I shouldn't have kids. Like because of my brain, my option. Okay, two things. One, I probably shouldn't have kids. I don't know that I can provide for them the way I want to. Two, I can't have kids the way I want to. And three, I'm one of those crazy people where I either want like no children or like a couple thousand.
That's not
That is
an
terrifying.
option, is
Why?
it?
Resupply your entire race.
So I'd say
That's gonna create some pretty significant genetic bottlenecks.
I was about to say, Velix does come from a race of bug people. It could be for a fact that they do reproduce in the thousands, which is even scary for our
Yeah,
population on
probably.
Earth. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying,
Not
because that means that there's like 1,000 of them to one of us.
we can't we can't reproduce the sapient vector of our species in the thousands.
Hey Val, I'm not trying to get on your
Yeah?
case here. It's just that logo is very Bombay Sapphire in a way that seems dangerously actionable.
Is it? Because like I was looking at it and it's like
Go home, Felix. You're drunk.
Brandon says that says that we forgot the everyone part of the hydration check.
I had water.
I had to get water, but I am now hydrated.
Hang on. I'm gonna-
Now I
Water
am going to
fountain.
I'm going to make a forced hydration check for everyone.
Okay, so all of my experiencers, drink some goddamn water.
Sprite
Water.
okay?
Okay, yeah, that works.
I refuse. I decline.
Like,
Rejected.
is that too close?
I'm
I
drinking
mean,
Sprite.
I don't know. It's very clearly that thing, but I don't know.
I gotta get going. I gotta wind down. Got bed in an hour.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, that
Get
makes
some
sense.
sleep.
That makes sense. Yes.
Okay,
go
bye,
get some
Scrooge.
sleep.
Okay.
Bye.
I'll smooth it out some. I can't
Make it a
make it a
dick.
dick. This is for Yuzu. Yuzu, can I
Yeah.
make it a dick?
No. I'm gonna go ahead and put. I'm gonna say no.
Yuzu said no,
Okay,
so
so-
I can't make it a dick. But yes.
You also can't do that. You can't do that because we're not currently streaming on Picardo, where you would be okay. We're currently
Oh,
streaming
that's
on Twitch.
that's actually fair. Yeah. No.
I thought that was the main reason. I thought that was just like unsaid. I didn't realize that was in question.
Look, in my state of mind, if you had said yes, you might have ended up with one of those on the label.
See,
And
Like,
then the VOD
it
would have gotten
would-
deleted.
When I like tomorrow or something, when my mind caught up with it, I'd be like, oh, yeah, that might be an issue,
oh, that's why I can't log in.
right? But like, that's not. This medication means that the consequences are going to catch up to me much later. I have not
Maybe
felt like.
maybe Twitch will give you like a pass since you were, technically not of sound body and mind.
You know what this makes? You know what this reminds me of? Having the
No.
flu.
Huh.
Like or having the coronavirus, but not like completely, but like it's the same kind of weird like mental like I can process, but every time I check on my mental operations, I'm like, but how did that work? But it seems totally normal at the time. I don't trust it.
Hey,
Brandon
I want to get a
says I'm
check.
more than treasure. This time, you want to get a what?
Moth, you still here?
Time is a flat circle, said Mothy. Time is an illusion, lunchtime doubly so. I hope Mothy's still here. I like Mothy. They're my
like
favorite
Mothy.
weird, they're a cryptid. That's what they call themselves, a cryptid.
Oh,
They're
that's
my
me. Oh, hey,
favorite.
Mothy. Hey, Mothy.
We have a Mothy.
That noise. That big kid.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Hold on.
How's it going, Mothy?
I'm excited. I'm here with all my friends. And they don't hate me. None of my friends hate me after tonight, and I'm happy.
We're just gonna go to sleep laughing to ourselves after what just happened. After the
Alex.
whole space cheese conversation, the whole time loop that Mo just said. Oh, it's gonna be
Cheese?
great.
Do
Space
you already
cheese.
not remember that?
Nope, I sure do. I am never watching these VODs. I don't need to know what's happening.
Hi, Moth.
Brandon has requested that I make it a vagina. I don't think that's allowed here either.
That's also not.
It is not. Anyway, what's
Look,
up?
Brandon, I
Well,
know
nothing
you said you were
much.
being
I was-
like horny on main, but you really need to calm down.
I have actually signed up for pick.
I was just want to get your opinion on this that logo there, because I don't know if I'm being like overly paranoid about the way it was looking too similar to like actual Sapphire.
Oh, golly gee willikers. I was tabbed away because we were talking about Cloud Strife again.
Oh, wait,
Which I-
that didn't go anywhere. Why
Yeah.
were we talking about Cloud Strife
Well,
anyway?
we wanted to know what character archetype he was, and if he was in fact a one.
For Japanese
Anyway,
audience,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
for
go hit
Japanese
that old
audience.
rusty trail. I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Bye, Moth.
Oh no!
Oh, no, I'm joking. I'm sorry.
It's
Oh,
okay. I actually have a
good.
I have a legitimate question for people, but that can come after.
Yes.
I don't know. I think
Brandon, I am not a friend, Velix. You're one of my hivelings. Of course you're my friend.
Brandon's your simp. It's different.
it's different.
No, I don't
Yeah.
own a suit like that.
What? Oh my god. Like a gimp suit. I get it.
That's not what you said?
No.
SIMP.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Wait, isn't that word banned on Twitch?
Is it?
I don't know anymore.
Okay, so
Probably, but
Twitch says that you cannot call people simps. You can use the word simp.
We
You
just
cannot-
did.
Oh, my mistake. Whoops.
So,
Vel
so
gets canceled the stream.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be canceled for the first infraction.
Someone would
yeah,
have to report it.
Twitch
That's not
ban
gonna-
80% speedrun.
Wait, so
Oh,
you're
I
not allowed
can-
to.
I bet I
Wait,
can do
considered
that.
is it considered a slur now or something? Like what?
Yes.
technically,
Oh.
It's actually
Oh.
it's not a slur. It's considered hate speech.
Hate.
Yeah.
Wait. Hate.
Yep.
Huh.
and the reason why is because basically a bunch of a bunch of big Twitch people had, of course, there was a lot of female streamers. They would have themselves situated in a certain way that would make it questionable
Yes.
as to why people were subbing to them.
Right.
And so a lot of people were like, "Oh, well, you guys are just simps because you've never seen boobs in your life before." And basically, a bunch of those high-dollar Twitch people were like, "You can't be calling my people simps. They're precious to me." And everybody's like, "Yeah, that just kind of confirms that you're a simp." And so they talked to Twitch and was like, "Hey, Twitch, this word has been going around, and they've been saying it about my community. I'm not okay with this." And Twitch was like, "Well, you're bringing the big bucks."
Wow.
See, I thought it was because simp is technically short for simpleton, and I thought they were
Nope.
writing that trait of like you can't say that about
No.
about people who have. I actually don't even know if I'm allowed to say the actual term for it.
Don't.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
Just better safe than sorry.
I'm not going to. Which can I say that makes me so mad that I can't use the actual medical term for a condition.
Just don't. Just you
Yeah.
know what? Let's just stop. I
No,
think this
that's
is the
all I was
time
gonna say. That's all I was gonna say.
It's time to stop.
But yeah, no, that
Can we return to the funny now, please?
we're being called
Oh
simps
yes,
on
sorry.
these e-girl streams, and when that happened, Twitch
Yeah.
was like, "Well, y'all are making the big bucks for us, so we're gonna do literally whatever you say."
So Cloud Strife, I think he's more like a kind of a he exists. I don't know.
Whiny
I like that he
J-
exists.
Japan likes their broody kind of pro tags though, so I don't know. You know, he just kind of seems like, I don't know, shonen protagonist.
Which one's shonen? Again,
It's like
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's what it is.
what
what?
was that?
Moth is
Fucking
watching
hell,
something.
goddamn.
Well, what's happening to this design?
I just was doing a different logo, kind of like with more like spiral shapes.
It's interesting. I like it. I dig it.
It's really unique.
It can go places.
Yeah, like are you
It's not late.
Yeah, okay. Like if you're not cool with it, I'll rework it again.
We're nice, you know, have a good night. I
I'll
don't know.
have to sleep on it. That's really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in my life. It looks like a What is that game? Oh, crap! What was it? Great. Like it looks like a Grodius. Like
Gradius? Like
Gradius.
Gradius, sprite?
Gradius.
Gradius.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you. Grodius.
Gradius. I was gonna say, what in the
You
world is a
Grodius.
I'm pretty sure that's like whoever's the new
Totally
Kesha.
Grodius, bruh.
No, please, no,
I'm sorry.
It's too late. It's already happened.
please, no,
Okay, so hang on. This
not
thing,
that word. I don't want to use that word.
What, bruh?
No, not that. The other one, Herodias. Why?
Rodius?
Oh, do you mean Grodius?
No,
It's like-
What's wrong with Rodius?
I don't
See,
understand.
he's getting all wigged out about it, but I know people that are legitimately bugged out about the word moist.
I've never
So, like,
understood
I-
that.
I've come full circle on it. I'm like, it doesn't bother me anymore.
My sweetheart
cinnamon.
Make
my
the logo.
sweetheart hates the word moist, and I never did get a clear answer out of her why.
Brandon, it already is vaguely feminine if you squint.
I mean, make the
Yeah,
logo
Bell's drawing
vaguely
it, I
female
mean.
shape. Bell's drawing it. Oh no, have I become that person?
What
Yeah,
do you
just
mean
anything-
become? What do you mean
Anytime
become?
pen touch tablet, it just becomes a monster girl.
What do you mean become?
I've drawn
You
monster
put
boys before.
boobs on my chin.
They're not gonna be in the line. And it's because you're not allowed to put anything. You can't put anything but boobs on Twitch, which is like, fine, Twitch, whatever.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. Like you're saying, I've become that person. And I'm saying you put boobs on my chin.
I draw Boy Monster. I've drawn Boy Monster, but no one but me seems to like Boy Monster, so that's why it's always Girl
I think
Monster.
girl monsters are fun.
Yeah, girl monsters are the great unifier, apparently.
Yeah,
I like both
Boy
boy
monsters are
and
good.
girl monsters, so I mean, you know.
same, right? Same, but like, I think part of it is because for a long time, like, when I was like starting to draw again, my sweetheart was one of the people who saw a lot of it, and she's not into boys.
Ah.
I used to have a friend who couldn't say the word cinnamon correctly. They would always
Cinnamon?
start on like cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Cinnamon?
Yes,
that's a
cinnamon.
weird word.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, they couldn't even
Cinnamon.
say it. I was like,
That's incredible.
It's what now?
Incredible.
Incredible.
okay.
I like how the reaction to Cloud Strike was just he is extant.
I mean, he is though. Like he's. I don't know. I don't mean to.
Cloud Strike's
I
a
hope
boy.
this. I hope that this isn't a hot take, but I just think that like the characterization in Final Fantasy games in general is not that strong. Like none of them have ever made
Take
up.
that bad use. I really don't care.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I
I was
think
gonna
that
say,
was
man,
why-
I've managed to offend you twice. Like I don't like
What was the first time?
Hendrix. Hendrix.
Oh, that doesn't offend me. I mean, I
I know.
okay.
personally just enjoy it.
Hang on. Can someone explain to me
I think
what
it's good.
Hendrix is?
It's Hendrix. It's a Scottish gin. It's
Okay.
quite good. It's just not
I
my
thought
thing.
he was American.
I don't
But Hendrix,
think
yeah.
so.
Do you-
I'd be-
Like
Yeah.
the musician?
No, not
That's
Jimi Hendrix.
Not how this works.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
Has nothing to do with.
Yeah, Jimmy didn't go to Europe and was like, hey, make a bottle of scotch after me.
You don't
Oh.
know that. He definitely
Like,
did go
I
to
mean,
Europe.
He
There's,
probably
there's Carlos Santana Champagne.
That is
He doesn't seem
true.
like a gin guy to me, though.
What do you think was his poison?
You know exactly what his
Uh,
poison is.
Wasn't it?
Oh, that's
Everybody knows what his poison
yeah,
is.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I can't even remember what you call it. Anyway, so
Okay.
The devil's lettuce.
yes, the
Yeah.
devil's lettuce.
The devil's. You never
Yeah.
heard that?
It was less. Oh, I never.
Yeah, Jimmy Hendrix was very much into the devil's lettuce. Anybody who says otherwise is wrong.
You never heard that term though, the devil's lettuce?
No.
Oh,
So actually, I have a funny little story about that.
okay.
So in
That
Pathfinder,
term's brand new to me.
so Pathfinder is a D&D game that you can play like characters and stuff like that in.
Mm-hmm.
And in the second edition of the game, they came up with ancestries instead of races because they wanted to kind of get away from the term races.
I
Okay.
don't think that's the only
Because, you know-
reason, but
There's other reasons behind it, but anyway, they did ancestries and then they did what's called heritages.
yeah.
Well, what was really cool is that you can become what's called a leshy. A leshy is like this little plant creature. They're little plant
Oh, I'm
dudes
into it.
Oh, they're so
that
hot.
have. hmm They're little plant dudes that
God
can
damn it.
wear like plant armor and like
I'm
they're
sorry,
usually based
Mom.
off of.
No, that's cool. I mean, I should expect it by now.
Oh,
I've
man.
talked to you what 4 times so far, so I mean, I should know. I should know by now.
And like it's just like Brandon, you even have to ask if you could be horny on main. I
Someone,
mean, my God.
someone say my name,
Right.
my last name. I mean,
Oh my! Don't.
is that a
even
reference,
know.
Brandon?
I don't know.
Brandon.
Anyway,
Oh.
so
Is that it? Is it 202? Is that your last name?
everybody say
it
hi
would
to
be
my kitty cat.
202.
Everybody say hi to my kitty cat,
Hello,
Hi,
cat.
Hello, kitty cat. What's your name?
Damien, and he is a little upset right now because he decided to escape from my room, which he knows he's not allowed out of my room.
You know what you should have named your cat?
Hmm.
Peacock.
Tea call. Oh.
I don't get
yes. You
Well,
would
he's
have. Go ahead and
He's
explain,
a
Mothi.
boy. He's a boy, so one of the whole
What?
reasons why
Isn't
he was
isn't
named.
Tikal a boy?
No, Tikala's a girl.
Oh, your name is Hendrix? Oh, okay.
Oh shit!
Oh,
I thought
shit.
Tikal
Yeah.
was the same sex as
No,
as
Knuckles and Tikal are two different sexes of the same species.
No, not Tikal from SA1.
Oh, which one are you talking about then?
Hang on, what's his name? What's his name? Clarion the Witch Boy's familiar.
What are you
Oh,
talking
I would have
about?
no idea what you're talking about.
What,
Oh.
what are you saying?
There's an
I
out of
thought
there
one of you
reference
was
I
the
would
one
know.
who liked Young Justice. I thought one of you was that person.
Oh yeah, okay, no, I do like Young Justice, but
I may have
I
watched
am
it
not calling.
too many times.
It's been a while. I was about to say I've not watched it in a while because Young Justice was like, didn't it come out in like 2010ish, the original season?
It's been a while.
Yeah, and then it got a
about
second
to say.
season, and then it got canceled, and then the third
And
season
then it got
brought
canceled,
back,
and now we got a third one. Yeah,
and now we're on
yeah,
the
I
fourth
haven't
one.
seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen it since like the second season, basically. It's been a while. Like
Oh,
I think the last thing I remember was Young Justice has the one where it has that Joker reveal, right? And everybody like freaked out about it.
Brandon's last name is apparently Hendrix.
Oh,
Pretty cool.
That's kind of
Congratulations.
bitchy.
Uh,
Brandon Hendrix.
Did,
Way
did no
to
one,
dox yourself.
I was thinking that too.
Oh shit!
Oh dear.
I should not probably have not said anything about that because I didn't think about that.
Heavy.
It's in your chat. It's on screen. I mean,
Yeah, that was Brandon's choice. That's
I guess so.
Wait, we're gonna go ahead and go away from that real fast.
Yes, yeah, just zipping in the other direction.
So anyway, my story about leshies, and the reason why it's important. So leshies are these little plant creatures or whatnot, and it turns out that you can take heritages with them. Well, heritages include stuff like,
1 second. Pumpkin. Oh wait, no, there he goes. Never mind. Keep going.
so it includes
What
things like Oreads and
Pumpkin was echoing.
he was echoing, yeah,
Okay.
and then he left. So I don't know, maybe he's trying to fix that.
Okay.
But anyway, things like Oreads, which are like earth people, or Ifritis, which are like fire people. Well, as I was showing this to my brother was sitting there like, wait, hold on. So you're telling me I can make a Leshy that has a tiefling heritage? I'm like, yeah, you can do that. He's like,
Excellent.
so you're saying I could literally play the devil's lettuce? And I sat there for a moment. I'm like, yeah.
Name your character
Yeah,
like
you can.
Shatter or something like that.
It just like didn't. It never even occurred to me. Like it was one of those things that's like, what in the world?
Yeah, because anything can be a tiefling now.
Yeah, anything can be a tiefling. You can be a dwarf tiefling.
Which I always thought was better because, like, in first edition they had to make up, like, individual things for tieflings.
Yeah, I think it's better that way, honestly, and it makes more sense because I always found it weird that only humans or humanoid creatures could be tieflings when they were supposed to be like half devil blood.
Yeah, because you can make tieflings out of anything, even if you can't like devil breed with them. Like all it takes is like the ingestion of enough devil blood in like whatever, like in what for one of your parents or something, or for them to be like a devil pact warlock or something.
Right.
Like
And there were certain things that just there are certain things that didn't make sense with it. Like people would be like, "Oh, like you can't be a werewolf and be a dwarf," and I'm like, "What is that? What do you mean they can't be a werewolf and a dwarf?" It's like, well, werewolves are only humanoid, and I'm like, no, that's not how that works. It's like, well, that's how the rules say it works.
One,
I'm like,
dwarves are humanoids. Two,
right.
Yeah, it's like why there isn't any like dwarf half orcs or anything like that.
I'm echoing.
Which honestly, I still support. I support that as an option. Paizo doesn't because the only half orcs you can get are human based. Same with elves. Half elves.
So do you think it's a tall king and a short queen, or a short king and a tall queen?
It's time for me to go.
I'm going to say tall queen, short king.
It is time for me to leave.
That sounds like
That was
a cute couple. What?
Oh yeah.
Why was that the straw?
Hold on. Actually, where's there used to be post about it's like something like my orc girlfriend or something like that.
Okay, now it's actually time for me to leave.
Sameem, I need to start this.
There is my girlfriend as an orc warlord. That's right.
There's a
what am I missing?
Is that an isekai anime?
No, this is a
it will be
comic.
next season.
Anyone looking forward to that anime that's apparently coming out sometime? I think it's either next season or yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What?
I didn't even get to the extremely cursed premise before you stopped me, but you know what? Now no one gets to know.
I'm gonna put it in visual
I kind of
displays
know.
because technically I'm gonna put it in not safe for work just because on the off chance that someone is a little offended by it. There you go. I think it's safe for work too, but you know,
that's
people.
I was thinking of. I've seen that one, but not.
Yeah, there's that one, and I know which one you're talking about too. Which I'd have to look for that one. That one's.
Oh right,
There's this one.
The
Here it is. Here it is.
one, so I can't see it.
Okay, I can post this one in the Mematic Bazaar or whatever because this one, I think this one's still within bounds.
Does it show?
It doesn't show anything though.
Yeah, then you're fine.
There you go. Like this is the anime version of it. Yeah, the most this shows is like maybe a little nip bulge if you're going to be like real Puritan about it. Oof.
I'm pretty sure that's still considered SFW, except on Twitch.
No, they
Yeah,
got
right.
clothes on.
No, you can't have like if anything's bulging, that is like a sexual thing or a secondary sexual thing on Twitch. That's not okay.
Yeah, for
That-
some reason.
That is actually astonishing to me because I mean, people in like the supermarket just do that. Like, it's not.
Right? Like no, like Twitch's rules are so bizarre. Like you can't have exposed navels if you are female presenting.
Right.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, but why though?
Apparently
Who's-
it's
Who's
apparently that's a step
who's
too
horny
far.
for navels?
I don't know. Maybe Pomelos. I have no idea.
I'm trying to
What?
find that original comic panel that I found. Pretty sure I could find it in the one website, but still. Anyway, sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm
You
off.
did good. You did good. Speaking of, someone said they were into like Pathfinder and D&D, and I really kind of was that you mode? Because I'd love to talk about it.
Yes, 100%.
I've also been given a time check, so I can't stay more than like another half hour or a little bit longer.
Okay.
Because my girlfriend's being a sweetheart, and she's trying to make sure that I don't exert myself
Hi.
too far.
And that's fair with you being where you're at with
Yeah.
the sickness and stuff like that. It's honestly a
Yeah,
good
you
thing.
should
Yeah,
you should
so like
go when you need to go.
I will, but like, okay, are you playing what are you playing 5e? Have you played 5e and Pathfinder 2e?
Yes, I'm currently playing one game of each currently.
Okay, talk sweet music to me about like the differences that is like
Okay.
happening there, because like
Okay, real quick
So-
though, I'm gonna say bye because I actually need to go.
oh okay,
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 be
catch you later.
safe
You're
then.
gonna-
Yeah.
take
Good.
care.
Okay, bye.
Bells. Someone say his name, please, so I can say goodbye to him.
My name's Yuzu.
Goodbye, Yuzu. All my love.
Goodbye, Yuzu.
I'm so sorry that tonight's been such a rough one.
I'm so I hope your brain gets better soon.
Velix in stream now. No, she gave me a warning. I am okay. I will in stream after this conversation about Dungeons and or Dragons. I will in stream after that, or when my timer goes off in 40 minutes. I have a timer,
Dungeons, including but not limited to dragons.
right? Also, gotta say, like, I feel like dragons don't show up enough in D&D.
They really don't.
It depends.
It's just
Well-
dungeons.
Yeah, more often it's more dungeons
No,
than it is
like-
dragons.
There's not really a lot of dungeons in D&D either.
Like, I think,
Yeah, I guess it's all campaign based if you really want to get into it.
like, I feel like dragons deserve like. I know you can't just have them everywhere, but like they should be there as like major like political figures or things like that, right?
Oh yeah, no, I
There's
100%
fair few.
agree with that. There are a couple of dragons that do hold political like power,
Yeah, I haven't.
but
saved
very
this.
very few of them.
Save-
My friend
save it
actually
right
had
now.
a
Save it right a second.
what?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I have autosaves, but I'm saving it properly.
Yeah, no, I've got a friend that actually made his own campaign, and there was actually a Draco Lich that was the
Right.
he was a political person, but the thing is that he still had remembrances of when he was good. So he was actually protecting his people, but he was doing it in a sort of evil way by not letting them leave.
That's amazing.
So there was like a couple of things of that.
That's amazing. My
Brandon,
my players my players
she's got
are
a
working.
thing. It's okay.
My players are working for someone who describes themselves as evil right now, but I'll explain later. Brandon, I promise you, I am okay. I have a set end time. Me and my wonderful sweetie work this out ahead of time.
So no worries.
So I will not, like, I'm not running long. I promise.
So
Um,
you were asking about changes or differences between the
Yeah,
two
'cause, like,
systems.
Pathfinder 2nd
There's a-
Edition, I played it
Mhm.
some. It has been the most polarizing system I've ever touched. Everything about it I
Okay.
either love to bits or I hate with a passion. There is nothing in between.
Okay.
Uh,
And
Dungeon-
I've heard similar things, and I'm not sure where that comes from because I run my Pathfinder 2e very close to 5th edition, with the fact that it actually has rules versus 5th edition's more laissez-faire
Fifth
way of
edition,
handling things.
I
fifth
like the
edition
laissez-faire-ness
seems
of
seems
5e.
fine. I haven't played
So,
it.
I'm usually okay with laissez-fairness when it's done in a way like I would prefer to have set rules about things and then laissez-faire it versus having no set rules and then having a table argue with one another for like an hour and a half because one person interpreted it one way and another person interpreted it another way.
That's why I
Like-
bring a gavel.
Yeah.
I actually understand that as a GM, my basic rule is that if we can't figure it out, I'm gonna rule how this is gonna work at this table, and then that's just
Oh,
what's
yeah,
gonna
no.
happen. Or I'll be
Oh
like,
no, if you want to have a really fucked up like thing, like look at Cloud of Daggers. It says it takes up a 5-foot cube.
okay,
Here's the thing. It does not say has a 5-foot range. It says it takes up a 5-foot cube. Because of that, you can put it in a 5-foot square, and it only affects 5-foot square. But if you put it in the middle of 2 5-foot squares, it affects 2 squares. If you put it in the corner, it affects 4 squares.
That's why you just don't use
no,
like an actual grid
yeah.
for anything.
I mean, you can, but here's the thing about the if you do that on a
I
grid game
prefer
of
having a
mine,
grid.
if you do that on a grid, we do and don't use grids on my table. Like sometimes we use them. We use them for like big fights or big dungeons. We don't always use them. If you do that on a grid, you're placing it in the center of a 5-foot square. That is the start and end of that at my table.
Yeah, so I've had back and forth arguments with a lot of people about a lot of things when it comes to 5th edition. So I like Pathfinder for having more set rules because at least then the arguments usually go into I don't understand this rule versus how I can interpret this rule. And not understanding a rule is a very different thing than interpreting it.
You know, one thing I found that works really well. If a player's like, "Hey, I want to do this," like it's not like I think this works under the rules, and I'll look at them. I'll go, "Would you like this to work that way?"
Yeah.
When
So,
I said
it
that,
just-
when I said that for the first time, I still remember the look of horror that crossed my players' faces because they're trying to do something broken. I'm just like, "Do you want it to work that way?" And they started to say yes, and then they stopped and just looked at me, and I was just grinning at them.
Yeah, I've had to do stuff like that before, but yeah, that's my whole thing with Pathfinder is that, and I also like Pathfinder for other reasons, but we'll get to that. So, main differences between 5th edition and Pathfinder that I have, besides the rule thing.
Well, I'm gonna go be
Um,
lost.
Pathfinder has
hang
the
on,
action
hang on.
economy. Go
What
ahead.
was Pumpkin saying? Oh,
Pumpkin, what did you say?
they're gone. I think I might have been saying goodbye. If you're saying goodbye,
Oh.
Pumpkin, then all my love. Take care of yourself. I look forward to see you again soon.
Let's see, I think Pumpkin's still here. Oh, no.
No, they're gone.
That gone. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how to get rid of my own reactional, which is kind of funny.
Apparently
Oh, you
Fuji
just need more
recently
resource.
updated their link or something like that, so that's the reason why it's like
Okay.
that. Anyway.
Yes.
So things that I like, Pathfinder has like I said, the 3 action system.
My favorite action economy I've ever seen.
Yeah. And the reason I like that is because every action has a very defined factor of things, and then if any action that's not defined, there's a very simple way of putting it. It's like, does it take a lot of effort, a little effort, or a ton of effort? And then you can kind of figure out where it goes in terms of actions.
Yeah.
But what I like about it is that there's so much versatility with how actions work in the action economy, because with the 2 action system, well, technically 3 action system of 5th edition, there are very specific things that a basic action is, very specific things that an action is, very specific things that your move action is. These are where you're limited. In Pathfinder, they kind of take away those limits, but put other limits down to balance it out. And so, like, you can attack 3 times with all of your actions if
Yeah.
you wanted to.
Yeah.
but it becomes harder and harder to hit your enemy when you do so. So a lot of people will go, yeah, don't use all 3 reactions to attack. You're best off doing 2 attacks and then doing something else with it.
Yeah.
So the 3 action economy is one of the things that I really like. Another big difference is character customization. Pathfinder has.
I like how they broke up all the feats, so you're not. I also love their heritages and ancestries for 2 reasons. One is it prevents the use of the term race, and I don't hate the term race because of like a political reason or anything, but those aren't races; those are species.
They're species.
Use
Yeah,
the right
very big
fucking
difference.
term. For some reason, that
Yeah.
drives me up the wall. It's like,
Oh no, I've had that argument before because one of my. So that argument actually came out because at one point someone had asked me, they were like a human or whatever, and they were like, "Hey, if I decided to eat this elf, is it cannibalism?" And I had to look at him for a minute, and I'm like, technically
Yeah?
no, but also technically yes.
I mean, it depends on how you classify it.
Yeah, because
Right.
cannibalism usually is consuming one of your own species. So elves aren't the same species as a human, so technically not cannibalism.
Yeah, but
But
what
it's
if
also
what if a constrictor like ate a viper? Would that not be cannibalism? Or
So I would argue, are
I think those are
elves
still same
are
species,
elves
aren't they?
homos? Are elves homos? Like okay, hang on. Let me
I
explain that.
mean,
Let me explain.
no, like Homo
Human-
erectus or Homo
Yes,
sapien,
right.
I know
human
I know what was going
beings-
for there,
Homo
human
but
beings-
sylvan or whatever.
Yeah, human beings have decided to call you decided to call yourselves Homo sapiens sapiens, which man smart is a really dumb name for your species. Let me just say that. Let me also
What
say
are you talking about?
Let me also say that no one else's name for their own species is any better. So, like, you're in good company. But, like, are elves a homo or a homus? Like, are they like Homo sapien, I don't know, Sylvan or something?
Yeah.
I guess really it depends on which lore you go by, because I think especially in D&D, elves are derived from the Fae, and so technically they're not part of the human lineage. Halflings would be, because halflings I think still are part of the human lineage. They're just half a person.
Regarding
Damn.
halflings, that seems like the most, like, fucked up way to ever, like, name an entire
yeah.
people.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
They seem
just
fine
because-
with it.
Basically what you're doing is like, hey, you're a human, but you're half a human. You're a halfling. What? You're a halfling.
yeah,
What?
basically.
No,
Yeah, it's
my
like the
race.
Norse from
My race has a very proud name. My race's name is Halfling. Got it. I'm putting it down in the books right now. What? You can't name our race for us. Already done it.
Yeah, it's very British. It's very British.
Yeah. Anyway, I got a little
Yeah.
off track there.
Oh no,
But yeah, the ancestries and the customization in Pathfinder 2e is one of the things that I also like, because I've actually done the math. Without including ancestry feats or general feats or skill feats, there are over 14,000 different ways that you can build a rogue. And that's
pretty
not
cool.
including any extra archetypes or anything. That's just rogue feats.
So I have to be honest. I don't like the class feat system from Pathfinder Second Edition. I have a hard time saying why. I jammed for it. I played it, and something about it doesn't. I'm not gonna say that I don't think it doesn't work, but it feels very kind of unrewarding, I guess, for some reason.
Understand where that comes from. There does seem to be a feeling of unrewardingness to it, because what a lot of people do is they're like, well, with 5th edition, I hit this level in Rogue and I get this, and this. In Pathfinder, if I want to get half of those, I have to wait until like I'm level 7 or so before I get them. And I have to go down a certain feat tree maybe, or have to do a certain
I do feel like they rely on the way that on the feat structure too heavily for my liking, and that is a personal preference.
That is understandable. It's one of those things that I can see it. I like it because it balances out a lot of the game in a way that I didn't think balancing could be done. Like before
Mm.
Pathfinder 2e, I had a real big issue when it came to a lot of game balance issues. 5th edition is a real bad case of it because players are heavily favored in 5th edition to the point of you can kill a player. There's nothing saying that you can't kill a player. It's just a lot harder to do so, especially as the levels progress in 5th edition than in any other edition of any other game.
See,
And
oh, go ahead.
it's not about like, because a lot of people are like, oh well, that's just DM versus players. It's like no. They're when you get to a point in where the fighter literally can out heal what the cleric is doing to them, and the cleric feels useless, it starts to become an issue.
Clerics are never useless.
And
Clerics are strong.
in 5th edition, some of them are pretty useless, especially later on, because almost every single class in 5th edition has a healing capability.
I think if
And
there's
so
one thing I don't like about 5th edition is that they have said themselves that it was balanced for play between levels 1 and 10, I think.
I don't know
Most
why
people
they
don't
didn't
usually
just
get past 10, so
well, all the adventures are set up to only go to 10, so
Yeah, Pathfinder 1st edition was kind of like this. I think the max adventure cap was like 14 or something.
1st edition had 16, 17.
Those were very
but
rare, though, weren't they?
no, most of the adventure pass went up to about 16, 17.
Okay.
That being said, a lot of people didn't make it to 16, 17 because Pathfinder 1st edition had a real big problem with, hey, we're basically 3.5 edition. And because of that, all the people who are playing our game are people who've played 3.5 edition. So all of them already know the kind of meta builds. So we're going to make it to where meta builds are literally the only way to play the game. Otherwise, it's not fun for our players because it's no longer challenging.
I see. See, I discourage the use of meta builds at my table.
Yeah.
It's like, you can do it
I'm
if you
very much
want
the same
to,
way.
but trust me, if you throw bullshit at me, I'm going to throw weird bullshit at you.
Right, and I feel the same way about Pathfinder 2nd edition and about 5th edition. I'm like, hey, try to not be that guy, but you're always going to have one person who's going to be that guy, even if it's unintentional. So,
I guess kind of.
Because unintentionally, some characters will just build what's best for them, and it happens to be the meta.
Right. Well, I have a monk at my table currently. They are a monk Aquanaut, and by accident they've turned into this absolute monster. Because they were just like, I kind of want to do this weird psionic, like shapeshifty martial character. I'm like, sure, go for it. Like, I don't think it's gonna be very effective. I'm like, no, have fun with it. They get to combat for the first time. They go, oh my god, I'm a blender. I'm like, I was not expecting this. They were like, neither was I.
Yeah, no, the first time I actually stopped enjoying playing Pathfinder 1st edition was when I set up a mini boss for a campaign, and the player said, I got this, and did 342 damage to the character in one turn. And when that happened, I looked at the character, the boss only had maybe 150 health. So I couldn't even fudge the numbers to be where it's like, well, he kind of barely lives situation. There was no if, ands,
he was
buts.
eradicated from reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to basically go, well, he's dead. I can't do anything about this. And when my friend did that, because it was my friend for a long time who's been playing tabletops with me for a while, he had been trying to get to a build that did something like this. Because he was under the impression that the only way to play was to do the meta builds. I generally was very careful when I ran any kind of the books and stuff like that to kind of make it a little easier and not force meta builds.
I see.
And when he did that, he kind of looked at me and I just kind of looked at him, and he gave me this look of, I built this character to do this, but this is not what I was wanting to happen.
Right, I under.
What
I
have I
guess-
become?
Yeah.
Are you into the tabletops, Mothy? I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm into them. I do a little bit of both playing and DMing. I
I'm
remember,
a forever DM, so
I'm
That's
I'm I'm in your boat mode. Although my
I don't mind it.
no.
It's something that every now and then I'll bring it up because it's like, that's kind of funny. But anyway, I interrupted you, Mothy. Please continue.
Oh yeah, no. I was just gonna talk about one of the first campaigns I like DM'd. I made like these like mini boss type characters that were like shadow images of all of the different players, but like way stronger. And I made this monk character because one of my players was a monk, and I had this cool backstory where he was gonna like halfway through have like a boss shift thing where like halfway through he starts using different abilities and stuff like that. And then I play him, I have the whole setup thing, and first thing is I roll a 1. And then I roll a 1. And then I roll a 1. And then I roll a 2, and then my character was dead.
I think
Yeah. And
I,
like, don't be wrong, that happens.
It was the funniest thing ever.
it's great. Like I will admit, I am the kind I do two things as a GM that that are sometimes not recommended, but I find they make for very lively tables. One is that the dice fall wherever they fall, right?
Mhm.
Whether that's good for me or bad for me. There's an actual boss that I think I rolled like I think I remember like you, Bothy. Like I couldn't roll above like a 4 on them. And it's like the fight still took like 17 rounds because they were a tank, right? But they were just not able to do anything. It was supposed to be a monster the party was supposed to run away from, but it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Or
And
like
it
when
just
they
kind of tripped over its own feet.
or like when they encountered this demigod type character, it's like it's almost like I want to bluff them. It's like I have a 19, and I rolled it's like nat 1. It's like all right, I believe you. The other thing I tend to do is I tend to be on my feet a lot as a GM. Like I tend to be on my feet a lot. Like I don't plan or like pre-prepare a lot of stuff in advance. I have
Oh yeah, same.
characters and things like that, but like I have dungeon layouts and encounters and stuff. Like I don't have like the stat sheets for most of these things. I have like an idea of how the fight is supposed to go, and I build the mechanics like kind of just around there. And it's one of those things where I think it can infuriate a certain kind of player, right? Because it's like that's not how anything is written down in the rule book. But I don't like that. The rule books I find, at least for me, haven't been a good source of fun for tables. I don't run from rule books. I build like my own settings and things like that.
Books are more of an outline.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, and I've based stuff around monster blocks before. But like
Yeah.
I've absolutely done things where it's like the party's been like, haha, I managed to deal 120 points of damage this turn. I'm like, okay, let me just remove that. Let me just remove that 3 in front of the hit point total and make that a 10. So instead of 300, it's 1,000. Just like the opening round of combat or whatever.
I think only
Right.
one time anything goofy like that happened while I was DMing, and someone like got a crit on someone that did like almost 200 points of damage, and I just rolled with it, and just like the person just evaporated from existence.
That's amazing. That's always the best. my GM hero is actually probably Dale Friesen. Dale Friesen's policy, and it's one that as I've managed to get a hold of it, it's hard to do, but you never tell a player no unless you absolutely have to.
Yep.
Like unless there's just no possible way. It's like if a player's like, "Can I do this?" You just say yes. It's always yes and.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Brandon says,
I
"I'd like to
prefer
bring this
no,
up,
but
but I want to desperately play either a D&D or Pathfinder game again. It's been years for me." I can understand that feel.
Very
yeah, I
much
don't think
so.
I've actually played since the start of the pandemic.
I have, but that's because I have.
Online.
Well, I've got an online game, which that's going to be interesting because one of the players just quit. So I've got to figure out if I'm going to continue that campaign or if I'm just going to tell everybody to go home quietly because the players in question, there was supposed to be a certain amount. And then what happened was this player dropped, and because of that, we've now dropped below. Basically, there were 3 people playing
And now you're at
altogether,
2.
and now I'm at 2, and it's really hard to run a game with 2. And there is technically a third person, but that third person has yet to show up to a campaign in like the last 5 or 6 campaigns.
We got 2 people.
Yeah, so I've got 2 people.
That guy
So
sucks.
it's really hard for me to justify when I have only 2 people going, yeah, we can continue playing this.
Huh. Then I said they've been lurking there. They had a game where the Ranger used a blunted arrow to stealth knock out a scout. The crit rolled max damage, and the scout's head evaporated.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That's
I
great.
actually, one of my favorite moments is at one point, my brother and his group had gotten caught by some high level knights, and they're like, "You're the ones that abducted the witch." And my brother, being the bard, was like, "No, we did not do that." And can I just say, I'm so glad that we have the one-eyed dwarf wonder with us today, old Captain One Eye. And I'm sitting there like, the dude has a helmet on. I have not revealed his race or anything yet. And so I'm like, all right, roll with deception. And my brother rolled a nat 20, and so I'm sitting there like, okay. He removes his helmet, and lo and behold, it's Captain One Eye, the dwarf with one eye who had lost it in the most recent, I don't know, I had come up with something. Right now, I'm like,
It's okay.
kind of trying to remember a story from like 10 years ago.
You can never retell the same story.
Exactly. But everybody at the table was like, oh my god, how did you know? And I'm sitting there like, fucking dumb luck on the dice is how he knew. But I mean, you know.
Right? Yeah. But like, my current game was supposed to be 3 people, was 2, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, we'll just roll with this. And it's been just the 2 of them for like the last 4 years. And like, while 2 can be rough, it's been a lot of fun. It's
If you have the right group, and if you're very like, if you're very lenient on certain things, it's definitely something you can do. You can play a 1-player version of D&D. I've seen people do it. You just have to be willing to adjust a lot of stuff to accommodate that. Like, monster stats right out the box are meant for a party of 4. You can't throw a monster outside the box at the same level as the characters and go, this will be fine.
I will confess, this is a GM sin. It's a double GM sin. One is I barely pay attention to monsters' attributes. And the other one is that I will throw anything at my players that is appropriate for the world and the setting where they are, regardless of like whether it's appropriate for their like challenge ready or not. It's like just you guys have to figure out how to deal with this. The world is not built around what is challenge ready convenient.
It's true.
Yeah, just pick what's cool.
I do warn my players about this. Like when we play the games, it's like, look, if you guys go wandering out at like level 3 and you see like a black dragon just like chilling by a lake, Please keep in
Maybe don't
mind
fuck with the black
that
dragon.
the black dragon is going to be way more powerful than you. So if you charge it, you better have a damn good plan for how you're going to survive it, because I'm not going to
Right.
have one for you.
Well, common sense should always be a rule for a lot of players. A lot of them don't go with that rule, though.
I mean, it should be a rule for people in general, but I mean,
I mean,
But
yeah, a
I
general rule.
exist. Actually, I have way more common sense than I seem. I don't think I would have survived this long without it.
But yeah, but yeah, no, I like Pathfinder for those reasons. I also like the lore of Pathfinder. Pathfinder has a beautiful like environment, like world that you can build off of,
I will
and you can
say
always, of
that
course,
I like.
build your own world.
Yeah,
But
I don't like playing other people's worlds that much. There are some that I'm keen to, right? But like,
right,
I don't like most fantasy worlds. We can talk about that another time about like why.
right.
But there are actual reasons. We talked about it a little bit
The,
last time.
yeah, the reason why I like Galorians specifically
But
for
Galarian is
Pathfinder
great.
yeah, Galorian is, a lot of people are like, oh, it's a fantasy world. It's like, actually,
It
it's
subverts
a
a lot
fantasy.
of that.
It's a fantasy planet, but it's in a sci-fi universe. So there's a lot to do with there.
It's closer to
it's like
current
an
than
ad
anything
reroll
else.
for 40k.
Yeah, no, well,
Yeah,
one of small spoilers for anybody here that's planning on playing Emerald Spire campaign.
what's Emerald Spire?
Emerald Spire is a mega dungeon in Pathfinder.
Okay.
Basically what it is that there's this giant spire made of emerald,
Is that the
or it looks
spaceship?
like emerald. No.
Okay.
What it was is that there was an Aslanti lord a long time ago who built this magic conduit on this land, and the magic conduit is this big emerald tower thing. Well, it turns out the reason he was able to do this is because he had contact with aliens. And so if you go to the very
They're
bottom
always
of
watching.
the Emerald Spire, there's aliens that you can actually encounter. And they're a very real thing in the Pathfinder universe. Aliens do exist. Some of them are very intelligent, some of them are less intelligent. There's even rules for like ray guns and stuff like that in first edition. Second edition, I think they haven't gotten to that yet because
I think they just recently released it. They had when they released the book with the Tinkerer. It was like late last year or something.
well, they released a lot of stuff with guns. I don't think there was anything that was specifically about ray guns or alien-like technology.
Oh, my
In
mistake.
5th Ed or in Pathfinder?
PF2E.
Okay.
PF2E. So yeah, Pathfinder has a first edition and a second edition because
And they are not the same game.
yeah. Pathfinder second edition is a completely different game. Pathfinder first edition is
3.5.5.
yeah. Everybody calls it 3.75,
Yes. Hang on.
and that's an accurate title.
Xanalar
I
said
don't
that
know
as
why I
far
nodded.
as...
You can't see me.
What?
I said I don't know why I nodded. You can't see me.
I know. Hang on. Xanalar said as far as lucky player crits go, a young adult black dragon was a boss once an fighter got the mythical triple 20 crit roll. We revoked the rule after that game, but that meant instant death. Happened round 1, first attack. So I added the second one there as his mate. As a trade-off, they got 1.5 times loot though, and extra dragon parts. Velix is canon to Pathfinder. I'm canon to everywhere. You cannot escape
Yeah,
me.
so Xanalar, fun fact. I still have that rule, but here's how it works. I tell all of my players, on the first 20, you can declare what's called the 1,000 damage punch. If you declare the 1,000 damage punch, you must roll 2 20s right after that, one after the other. If you do so, you throw a haymaker that deals 1,000 damage with no resistances to whatever you hit. So if you throw a haymaker at a dragon and it hits for 1,000 damage, they are dead. 1,000 damage, done. However, if you fail to roll those 20s, you deal exactly the same amount of damage as you would with a regular punch, which in
Amazing.
Pathfinder 2e would be a D4.
Depends on size category, but yeah.
But yeah, I always say you have the option to do this. You can always take the regular critical. Like if you roll a 20 and you just want to do a regular crit, you can do that. I'll allow you to pull out whatever weapon you're using and hit it with that. But if you declare, I am going to perform the 1000 damage punch, you can, in theory, throw a haymaker that deals 1000 damage to whatever it hits. But yeah, that's one of the rules for my campaign. I have a couple of rules that I run in like all of my campaigns. That's one of them. Another one I run
Nice.
is something called Uncle Cheapo's Resurrection Potions.
What?
Uncle Cheapo's Resurrection Potions. And what
Okay.
they are is you get every party that starts a brand new campaign with me gets 2. They are
Okay.
not resurrection potions. They are reincarnation potions. Reincarnation works as
Oh
a
dear, I know what reincarnation does.
yeah. So you get reincarnation instead of resurrection, and you also have a side effect. The side effect is specifically rolled off of this table, which I've got right here. One second. Here we go. The D200 table of being resurrected. All right.
I
I'm
kind of
gonna
want to play
share
one of
this
your
both.
games now.
I'm gonna put this in chat so everybody can take a look at it. Here's that.
Is
and
it
then
a
I'll send
link?
it to the yes. I'm also gonna send it to
Okay.
general lobby.
Well, ease mode was banned.
I was banned.
You were timed out, not banned.
Unfortunate. All right. Well, I put it in general chat in the hive,
Viridian,
so
hello and welcome.
it's there. If you're in the hive, you can look at it.
Hang on, I'm gonna post it for you. Yeah, this is the
Hey.
link.
Watch Felix gets banned from their own chat.
Oh no! Also, Velix, I'm trying not to let Felix
Oh
catch
yeah, you're
on.
right. You're right. Sorry, I said Felix on accident. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's
But yeah, there's the table. And
if
so
I had to
basically
do
what
it
happens,
again, I would put in 2 L's instead of 1.
that
but-
might help.
Yeah. Hello,
Yeah,
Viridian.
There's
How-
nothing stopping you. You can do it right now. Well, not right now, but
Oh, Verdi was going to raid. Oh no.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. But that's absolutely fine. Hopefully Resident Evil went well for you. I was watching Viridian some earlier. They're a sweetie. She's a horror game player. I don't think she's a tuber. I don't think she's a VT. I don't think she's got an avatar. But
And this is Viridian?
yes, this is Viridian.
Okay, cool.
I don't think
go.
I don't think she's got an avatar. But she definitely streams. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Good news, Viridian. Guess what? You just got 1 extra follower. Ba-ding!
Okay, so they're gonna
Enjoy
have an
that follow.
avatar. She's gonna have an avatar. Doesn't yet.
Awesome. When you finally get your
But she's
avatar, let me
friendly.
know. Let me know, Viridian. I will make you a pixel tuber. Okay? So you let me know when you get that model, and I will make you a pixel tuber.
Yeah, alien elf nano thing.
Oh,
What's
I
a
would
nano?
love to do that.
Are you talking about me or you? They said they'd make you a pixel tuber. It's like a little sprite-based avatar of your model. It's amazing. I
Yeah.
have one. It's one of my favorite things. They did one for me. And I look so round and fed up. It's amazing. They're doing an alien elf nano thing. Okay, I can't wait for this. I don't see a lot of other aliens out there, so I'm
But yeah,
really looking forward to it.
Basically, Viridian, if you look at my character on the chat right now, that's a pixel tuber. I do pixel art of people's characters. You can actually go to my Twitter, Easy Mode Start, if you want to, and take a look at some of the ones that I've made. As Velix has said, I made one for her. I've made one for quite a few people actually now. At this point. I think I'm up to 10.
Elemagel?
Yeah, Elm Angel's on there. Heart Rat's on there. I've done Citrus on
I
there.
still haven't ever seen Heart Rat. Like, I can't
You
seem to
need
find her
to.
streams. Like, I've never.
She
does
does
she
stream.
stream?
She's English, so she streams really, really early sometimes.
Okay.
I think her next stream is tomorrow. Actually, hold on, let me check.
So I will probably be
She's got a-
asleep.
Let me give you an idea of when she's streaming, because she is adorable. Like, she's adorbs.
Yeah.
Her
ClubYuzu
next
has seen
stream.
her, and I really
Her
want
next
to.
stream is Friday. Because she finished yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago with Resident Evil Village. So tomorrow, I was right. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday.
Okay.
Bleh.
Yeah.
She does it at 8 p.m. GMT. So 8 p.m. GMT means it's like 2 p.m. Central. Hold on, let me find out. What's
Okay.
8 p.m. GMT?
Okay. And
Let's do
this,
the EST. 4 p.m. EST.
I may actually be able to catch that one because I'm gonna be awake at that hour for once. Nano is in nanotech or
And
are
yeah,
they
Viridian.
super tiny? I actually would love to know the answer to that question. Like, unfortunately,
Same.
this is probably where you have nanotech. Basically, her entire atomic structure is nanobots making up a swarm magnetized into a body.
Oh, it's
sounds-
just like
That's very cool.
That sounds
That's exactly-
super awesome.
That's actually exactly like the androids that are in Pathfinder. In Pathfinder, they have the same thing.
Can you
Okay,
link your
so
Twitter?
I would love to link my Twitter. However, I have learned my lesson. I am not going to do
Do
that.
I need to allow people just to link things? I did it to try and stop the spam bots, but do I need to allow people to just like
Robots
link
don't usually
things?
post links.
As I
though.
say, spambots usually don't post links, unfortunately.
Okay.
They usually come in and
Yeah,
they'll
they
be
know
like,
better.
my followers at, and they'll say like a thing, and then they'll like separate it and put .com.
Oh, okay. I have
So it doesn't
I
make
have
a
other
link.
spam bot protection now, so I guess maybe I'll do it.
Yeah, Viridian, let me see if I can, hold on, can I
Hang on.
whisper you? Here we go, I can whisper you.
I'm gonna. I was actually gonna go get it and put it in chat because like
There you
I feel
go.
like you deserve the shout out. I
Okay.
can't
Thank you.
find you because I'm really bad at Twit. I'm really bad at Twit.
Here, do you want me to put it in general or something? Like, should I put it in Earthling self-promo?
Yeah, please.
We'll put it there. Here,
And
there
then
you go, Twitter.
I'm gonna like.
Twitter
Also,
post.
I was not expecting this volume of questions for the AMA. I really wasn't.
Oh, are you getting a lot of them? I haven't actually checked the thing yet.
I was thinking like 2 of them.
I have hit a couple of questions because I am one of those people that I start thinking about stuff and I'm like, ooh, this would be fun.
Yeah, you are. You're actually in the hive, Verdi, and I did not notice that. You've probably been in the hive a little while. Actually, I may have noticed. You'll have to excuse me tonight, Verdi, and I'm very sick. This is like gonna be the end of it. If you saw Terminator Genesis, the John Connor Terminator. I mean, in theory, I
Okay,
did.
I haven't seen.
In practice, I remember none of that movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen Terminator Genesis, but I know what you're talking about because they kind of spoiled it heavily in the trailer.
I'm a lurker in this. Well, you know what? Lurkers are
Viridian,
welcome. Like-
same. Real talk, I'm the same way. I have like 15 servers that are all VTuber servers. I'm lurking in them,
I'm
except
getting
for
there.
like the only people I actually follow are Velix, Citrus, and maybe Miner.
Yeah.
Oh, and recently I've gotten into Samus Amons, and Samus is a wonderful person.
I'm following them. I want to watch them. I haven't seen them yet.
They
Brandon,
are a
you haven't
beautiful
posted questions
person.
you've been at work. You post them afterwards. Yeah, post. Anyone can post as many AMA questions as they want. Make sure you put them in the right thing. I don't know. Make sure you put them in the right category so that I know how to answer them. Yeah,
But yeah,
go ahead.
Viridian, if you are interested, go ahead and look through my Twitter. You can see a couple of the ones that I've made. And once you get a model, I would love to go ahead and make you one. I'm trying right now to show as much support for our young VTuber, like startup VTubers and stuff like that.
I like how you corrected yourself. Is it because you remembered
Well,
about
because not
me?
all of them. Well, not everybody is young like I think they are. Okay. When it comes to VTubers, I immediately go, "Oh, hey, you're 30. Everybody else is like somewhere between their 20s to like 18 or whatnot."
I like to think I'm young at
You have
heart.
to remember that.
I wish I was 30.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there like, okay, yeah, so they're all young or whatever. So I just kind of automatically go, "Oh, VTubers are young." It's like,
Yeah.
no, that's not the way to put it. You should put it correctly, and the correct terminology is, um, instead of being young, um, I'm looking for
Vivacious?
ones that are starting, basically starting VTubers, because one of the things that I've seen a lot of posting about is a lot of VTubers who show up and they want to be famous and they try to get to be famous, and what happens is they burn out real quickly,
Mhm.
and
Pretty
I think that's
insane.
incredibly sad. I think that's incredibly sad. So what I've been doing is I've been reaching out to people who I find who have low viewer count, low follower count, and I offer them pixel tubers because I want them to know that they matter, that they care, you know, because I think it helps them realize that it's worth something,
I
you know?
can't speak for anyone else mode, but genuinely, like that made my day. Like when you like I couldn't imagine you doing that, and then you did it, and it's one of the most exciting things ever. Like just since starting this.
What really So I'm not gonna lie. When I had originally offered you that, I was like, "Yeah, I can do that, no big deal." And then I looked at your model. I looked at your
Yeah,
model. And I
yeah,
was
it'll
like,
be
"Yeah,
easy.
it, her model's super easy." And then like you sent me the model, and I looked at it, and I'm like, "Hold on a
So
second.
oh no,
Oof.
this thing is ridiculous. Okay, so if I may briefly like
Oh,
take
you're an old YouTuber. Neat.
oh that is actually
Sorry.
really cool, Viridian. Yeah, if I may briefly like expose the mask ever so slightly, like I'm my own art mother, right?
Hmm.
And I drew every single one of these scales individually because I am insane. And like, so it's like you can't see them on stream so much. But like, as soon as you see a still image and you start realizing just the absurd LOD I went into. Actually, Brandon, this is our wind down. Like this is me. I've been looking for like someone to go raid. We're actually about to go be raiding Amber, who's Amber's nice. I wish I could say and see them more often. Um, Part of the issues me going into it are with the I'm a become famous mindset, then get frustrated because it wasn't as easy as it quote unquote used to be back when there were far fewer creators.
And that's true. That's
Yeah.
100% true. Like way back when there used to be a lot less people who were doing the VTuber thing, and so back then you could make a funny haha joke and get famous in a day. One good Twitter post and you've got thousands of followers. It's much harder it is now, but the thing is that I think part of it is the disappointment, because one of the biggest things that a lot of people do is, you're right, they get in there with the mindset of, oh, I'm going to be famous. But it's more about the fact that they see they've only got one viewer. They see that they've only got 30 followers. And they go, okay, I was kind of hoping at least 4 people would be here today, and I was hoping I would have at least 42 followers by this point, but and they've been doing it for months. I mean, I sat there with Senki for a long time. Senki started like doing the VTuber thing.
Brandon, down boy. He's alright. He said he needed to go to bed in the near future. It's only been like a half hour. He's okay.
Yeah. But I saw Senki took like 4 months before he got anywhere close to being affiliate. I was like one of his only one of his only viewers at the time, and I saw that take a big mental on him. So seeing that there are other people that have that same mental issue, it's one of those things that's like, I kind of want to express that to other people, to people that are not there yet, that get disappointed because they've only got like 2 viewers and stuff. Because I feel it in my gaming streams, I barely make like 1 or 2 viewers. In my art streams, I'll get up to like 15 or 16, and that feels good. But in my gaming streams, where I want to kind of also relax and have fun with people, I get like 2 followers, 3 people.
Yeah,
Like,
it's very changeable. Yeah,
Yeah.
Radiant said that Iron Mouse, one of Twitch's most famous female VTubers, only got famous because of a lucky raid. Raids are indeed a game
I didn't know that.
changer.
But yeah, raids are indeed
As
game
Zamar said.
changers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, I got raided during an art stream by Lumpy Touch, which is a big hero for me in YouTuber. And I fangirled. I'm not gonna lie, I fangirled. But he brought 88 people, and I kind of wish I was working on something a little more impressive, I guess, or something a little bit more exciting. Because while a couple of them stayed, it soon dwindled down to where I only had the 16 people that I had beforehand.
Yeah.
And so I kind of was like, man, if I was working on something great, then maybe someone of them would have stayed, and maybe I would have, like, I've got a couple of people who are like, oh, you should have contacted him and been like networking with him and stuff like that. And I'm like, I think I was just some dude who was on pixel art, and he was like, hey, this dude doing pixel art, that's pretty cool, let's go raid him. So
Radiant got into stream because originally they quit YouTube due to the hate their channel got, and that hatred killed their confidence. They then started guest starring on Screw Bucket's stream and found this fun. So they started streaming. Oh, you're from the Bucket Hut. I hope all of you guys are gonna be there for. I hope all you guys are gonna be there for Screw Bucket on Sunday, because on Saturday their character is almost certainly going to die.
Oh man, fun stuff.
It's the end of the campaign, and they're going to be fighting a god. They cannot win against the god. It's going to require some lateral thinking on their part, and I don't know what they're going to do. At least they know what they have to do.
Seal the god away in a box and put her into her shelf.
But yeah,
Okay, that
that's
is my theme song. Empty Sundays because of my history with Homestuck. Fair enough. I don't even know what it is.
Homestuck is an old webcomic. It was like actually like super big for a while there, and basically what it is it inspired things like Undertale and stuff like that. But basically it's a comic that started off with some kid staying at home, and he was quote unquote homestuck. And sooner or later he starts meeting trolls which have like symbols from like the Zodiac and stuff like that,
and apparently
some weird shit happens.
Fans are super obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when I was like, my first exposure to the cartoon show Rick and Morty was via a Rick and Morty fan. And that convinced me that I never wanted to watch Rick and Morty until someone whose opinion I trusted was like, no, you actually should. And it's actually, the first few seasons at least are actually really fun. But like, if I had just had that experience with that fan, I would never have done that.
If my first experience was that one dude who got famous on YouTube, the one that was like screaming Pickle Rick on the McDonald's thing or whatever, I don't think I could have ever gotten into Rick and Morty, but I watched Rick and Morty shortly after the first season ended, and I was like, this show's got some stuff to it. And then I watched the second season, and I was like, wow, this show's got some real legs to it. And then
So-
season 3 happened, and I just kind of ignored the fact that season 3 happened.
Yeah,
Like, I think I remember one good episode out of all season 3.
yeah, Mode, you need to do yourself a favor, and you need to, if nothing else, you need to watch the end episode of season 4, because
I've watched all
Okay.
of Rick and Morty, so yeah,
okay,
I still have it.
okay,
Yeah, no, I agree. Season 4 definitely did better. The problem I had with season 3 is it felt like they were chasing meme material.
I don't think the show is going to recover since going into like long-term syndication. I feel like the end of season 4 was like their sort of love letter to the original fans, where it's like, here's the answers that you have been burning to know for like the last 4 years.
Right, and well, the beginning of season 5 is going to be interesting because Rick is going to be without his portal technology. There's going to be a lot of shit that's going to happen and needs to be adjusted with what's going on in the story right now. So season 5 looks like it might have some promise. The only thing I have that I'm worried about is we're going to get more episodes like the I was not a fan of the sperm baby episode.
You know what? I think that might be my out tonight. It's time for me to shut down anyway, but I think
But you
I don't
know,
even want to
Yeah, fair.
contemplate that. I don't even want
Yeah.
to but the three of us do need to talk. I seem to remember, Mothy, that you were into the idea of doing Borderlands with us. If we
Oh,
haven't,
yeah.
if I haven't accidentally chased you off tonight, I would still be well into it. Do I need to get the first one, or are we doing 2?
I'm fine with just starting on 2. One's
Yeah,
kind of...
one's dated. I'll say that much.
Okay.
It's very, very dated. 2 is definitely the better experience.
Okay, so I'll get back to you after I'm done being sick. I need to know whether or not I have to have surgery. I should know.
Worry about that first.
I should
before
know. I
anything
should know in
else.
like a week's time. I don't know how much I'm going to stream next week. I don't know how much I'm going to stream next week. It depends on how much better I'm feeling. But I've really enjoyed hanging out with you guys a lot. To all of my wonderful experiences,
enjoy it.
all of my hivelings. Thank you so much for being here on a night where I was probably losing my mind for half of it because I don't have a memory or a filter anymore. And all of my love to you. Take care of yourselves out there. And Mode, Mothy, anything you want to say before we raid?
Just have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody. If go give them lots of love and support because they're gonna need it.
Yep, Amber is awesome. She does a lot of rigging stuff, a lot of things like that. I
Yeah.
don't know what she's
I'm gonna
doing.
go give them a follow because I don't know who they are.
Oh,
but I will now.
she does rigging art. Like I follow her. I like her. I don't know what she's doing currently.
We'll
It's-
find
it's
out.
Tiny House Thursday raffle. Apparently, I don't know what that is, but I'm into it. Let's go, everyone, and give her some love. Thank you. I'm absolutely gonna do my best. Good night.